Welcome to Inside New Albany Football with Coach Cody Stubblefield. I'm Jody Walls.
I'm Brady Brock.
We're with Gumtree Mortgage here in New Albany over on Starland Avenue. We specialize in home financing needs, whether it's a purchase, a refinance, or new construction.
And we're super passionate about trying to help you find the home of your dreams, help you get it financed, just like this one right here.
Go Dogs.
Go Dogs.
Come out, hit them in the mouth from the first play, we're going to be fine.
Well, hello, and welcome to Week 6 of Inside New Albany High School Football with Coach Cody Stubblefield. Your hosts, Mr. Paul Henry and Robert Garrett, we want to welcome you to today's show. Coach, congratulations on being 4-1. But before we get to this week's show, let's talk about our site sponsor, Wally Morgan State Farm, and also our show sponsor.
This is Gumtree Mortgage. It's Jody Walls, Brady Brock. Both those groups, they do a tremendous job for us. Wally supported us for a long time now. Can't do anything without some of their help, and we greatly appreciate that.
Yeah, so thanks so much to the sponsors. To get started, let's do this. Let's talk about last week's game. I know that we skipped a week in the coaches show, but since then we've played Boonville, we've played Corinth, beat them both. Talk about the Corinth game, and I know that it was kind of a tale of offense and defense. 1 week offense did well, 1 week defense did well.
Yeah, we put 60-something points on the board 1 week, and defense came to play last week, right?
Against Boonville, it was a high-scoring game on both sides, scored 60. And then this past week against Corinth, we won 17-7, So defense really, really played outstanding. Coach Hammond, Coach Murphy, Coach Ward, Coach Sanks do a tremendous job week in and week out. Those guys gave great effort. Jarrell Bowl and, still leads their team in tackles, did a tremendous job. Montavio Sullivan still anchors that defensive front. Some guys did a really, really good job. And then, like I said, the week before, offensively, we gave up 40 points, but offensively we scored 60. So really excited about seeing both sides of the ball doing well at times and being able to lean on the other side to, come up with a way, find a way to still win a football game.
Yeah, often every week it's about matchups. And so you may have 1 week where your offense matches up well against their defense, or another week where their defense matches up well against your offense. So you can see a game where you score 60 and the next week you score 17. But what I will say is it's nice that we were in a close game and we came out on top.
Yeah, effort is something we've talked about with these guys a lot, that they've shown great effort. They play hard week in and week out, and we saw that again on Friday night. Defensively, Corinth did some different things to them. They had a big back they put back there and did some wildcat-type stuff with number 14, who's committed to go to Southern Miss, really good athlete. We just kept wearing them out over and over. We bent a little bit, didn't break, gave up a turnover, defense held. So a really, really strong performance from our defense. Our kicking game has continued to play strong. We're still perfect from field goals and extra points. We're doing a good job with multiple people punting the ball. So it's been solid. We got to continue to do that because, different weeks, like you said, different teams, different players have the opportunities to step up. But the big thing is when it's your opportunity, when your number's called, try to find a way to make the play. Put your team in the best situation.
We're going to eventually run into one that's going to be real close, right? And when you can put a kicker out there that can make a field goal or put that extra point, that's huge, right?
Yeah, early we scored pretty quick against Corinth, but then one of the next possessions we kicked a field goal, and then they answered with a touchdown, so we were still up by that field goal. So that Friday night it was a huge. Grayson Alexander, one of our 13-year-old eighth graders, came in. I think it was a 28-yard field goal. I think it would have been good from 40. It was a great kick. I think Witt ran out there first, but we've been talking all season about Grayson kicking some of those shorter ones and Witt being our long-range guy. They swapped it up. I don't think anybody was more excited than Witt for him, though. They're doing a great job together collectively as a special teams unit. But, man, they're doing phenomenal. So we're excited about, what Witt's doing, but we're also excited about what Grayson's doing. He's doing a great job.
Yeah, I think it also speaks to your confidence level in both your kickers that in a close game like that, you will run an 8th grader out there. And like you said, it would have been good from 40 yards.
Well, I think another thing last week, did we have one of our backs go down early in the game, and then we, kind of the workload went all to Keelan, didn't it?
Yeah, and Keelan Simpson, the guy that plays offense and defense, did a good job for us. Cody Atkinson, the first series, took a helmet kind of to the knee, couldn't really get going to go back in the game. So Keelan stepped up, calling the game at the point of playing. Didn't really feel like we had ran the ball as well as we actually did. Go back and look at some stats after watching some of the film. We still ran the ball effectively, and Keelan did a good job. The offensive line did a good job. Corinth was blitzing, bringing a lot of different pressures. I think that was their game plan going into it, to not give us very much time back there, make us do something quick. And so it was a challenge for us. But I think our best run was inside zone, where the linemen just they got a rule, and they stepped up and did a good job. And we had some pretty good success on zone and power out of a run game.
Well, listen to Kurt Saw on the radio. He has done all they can to jinx those kickers, and they're not paying attention. Every time they get up there, they say, "Well, he's 12 for 12 for the year. Well, you're going to jinx him," and then he nails a field goal.
Wow.
So it's cool. It's cool to kind of that people are noticing the kicking game as good as it is.
Well, they're doing a great job. Like I said, anytime NFL guys week in and week out miss extra points. Now they're backed up a little bit, but they do. College kickers week in and week out miss extra points, miss field goals. Right now, these guys are perfect. So it's hard to get better than perfect, but above that, they're bringing so much more to the table. Witt's, he's able to punt the ball for us. He's kicking off for us. Grayson has some really good special teams onside kick stuff that he does, and just what we call Grayson. I think Coach Hammond coined the phrase Grayson Golden Toe Alexander, and he can literally just do what he wants to with that football. Both of them play soccer. Both of them have that background. But he does a great job looking like he's going to kick it left and can kick off to the right, or looking like he's going to kick right and boot it off to the left. So some really, really talented young men, and both of them, we tell them every day, they're a huge part of the success we're having, and Grayson's a huge part of the future for sure.
So 10 games in the season? Is that the total? How many games in the total season?
10 regular season games.
And we're so we're basically halfway.
We're halfway. We've completed our non-division schedule. We're 4-1, and now we're entering division play. We talk about all the time about there being 3 seasons within a football season: non-division, division play,
and then playoffs.
So, one of those is done. Now we get to start getting into the division play, which is ultimately what really matters.
And so, tell me about this coming week's opponent, Pontotoc. We were there last year. I think we lost 14-13. Is that right?
Yep.
Missed extra point.
Missed an extra point and a field goal. And other plays obviously went along with that, but just couldn't quite make the play when we needed to. Their quarterback came out. They threw up a Hail Mary that just couldn't make a play on it. Their guy did. Number 13, Townsend, who's a great player for them still. Made a play on it, and that ended up being the difference in the game.
Well, I bet nobody here would rather see us beat Pontotoc than Mr. Henry here.
Yeah, I just remember the game being a real close game. We get two good ball clubs, right? And then it come down to 1 or 2 plays, and we just didn't make the plays, and they tended to make the plays last year, right?
Well, we're very familiar with Pontotoc. We know we know the coaches, know a lot of the players. They know a lot of us. Jeff Carter, who's the head coach, does a tremendous job. Jeff's a great football coach. Coached me at ICC, coached Colin at Northeast. Very familiar with him. Mickey Mapp, Corey Armstrong. Corey actually coached me in high school. So Zach Mackins played with me in high school. So very familiar with those guys. Really good guys, do a good job. Through the last 5 years, so we played 4 times since we've been here. The first game they got us, it wasn't close. They just wore us out. But 2 of the last 3, 2 of them went to overtime, and then 1 of them was decided by 1 point. So very, very close games recently. We know that they're going to bring their best to the table. They do a good job, and we got to be ready for them.
If I remember right, the last time we hosted them, didn't we win
Yeah, we won in overtime.
Yep.
So, like I said, the last 3 years, 2 were overtime, 1 was decided by a point.
Well, tell us a little bit about their offense and their defense. I know that their offense last year, it seemed like, if I remember right, they had a quarterback come in, throw it pretty well, but then maybe got hurt during the game?
Well, 6 was their starter last year. That's Corey Armstrong's son. Does a good job for him. Big kid, 6'1", 6'2", 250 pounds, thick kid. Got a really strong arm. He got hurt against us last year.
That's what I thought.
And Townsend, they moved an athlete back there. And like I said, made some really good plays, but his best play was just throwing up the ball on a fade route, and they came down with it.
So what about this year?
This year, Six is back. He's their quarterback. Armstrong's a senior. They've gone to more of a air raid style offense where they're trying to throw the ball more, basically due to what they've got at quarterback. 13's their top receiver. Townsend, like I said, both those guys are seniors. It's a lot of things that we're very familiar with because we do a lot of them, of just plays where they're trying to find grass, trying to find space and get the ball out quick. So our defense got to be ready, be prepared. The secondary is going to be a big challenge for them. Also, we want to get pressure. There's nothing that disrupts a passing game better than pressure.
Yeah, Coach Monroe, if anybody remembers, he used to always say the best secondary is a good pass rush, right? But what I wonder as we watched the game against Boonville had what I thought was a really effective quarterback. He really threw the ball well, and that was a good matchup. Boonville it favored Boonville. I felt like. Do you feel a little bit like it's going to be similar, that they're going to throw it enough like Boonville did that it could give us some trouble in the secondary?
Well, I think they're certainly capable. Like I said, they're a good football team. Hopefully we're going to play a little bit lower. Our DBs are going to be a little bit more aggressive this week. Like I said, we can't allow him just to sit back there. We've got to get pressure with those three down D linemen, and then if we need to bring a fourth or a fifth, I know Coach Hammond's going to be prepared to do that. So, it's going to be a good challenge. But again, our guys are very familiar with what they do offensively because a lot of it is some of the same things.
Same stuff we do.
We just ultimately we've got to get the kids in the position to make a play, and then they've got to make it. It goes back, and it's cliche, but the team that's still going to block the best and tackle the best, they're going to have the best shot at winning the football game.
And so what about from a defensive standpoint on their end as you're preparing as the offense, or is Colin the offensive coordinator?
Colin's our offensive coordinator.
So as Colin's preparing and you are preparing for them, what are you seeing from them?
Offensively, Colin, Dennis Robbins, Taylor Good, myself, we kind of tag team it all on the offensive side of it, but Jeff Carter, I think, is calling the defense. Mickey Mapp has been a big part of that defense for a long time. They're very multiple. You'll see them in a four-man front. They'll get into a 3-4. So they're going to give different looks. They're not going to let us sit back and just have all day. They're going to bring pressure. So we've got to make sure we can be high percentage on the edges. If we have a running play, we've got to get hats on hats block, and we got to run the ball hard. So. There's no secrets to football really. We've got to play with our eyes up on the offensive line, see blitzes, see linebackers, and then get to that second level block and control the line of scrimmage, but then also get to that second level.
On the secondary side, are they more zone or man?
They'll do it. A funny thing, Jeff Carter, he doesn't like those guys getting bored back there, I don't think. So I think he wants them to do a different coverage every once in a while. Collins, I've heard Colin talk about coverage 43. Kind of insinuating that they've got 43 different coverages. And so but Jeff's done that a long time. He's been a defensive coordinator. He played defense in the secondary at Ole Miss. So they'll change it up. They're going to be able to drop back and play quarters and play cover 4. They'll get in some man free. They'll play a man. They're going to give us different looks.
Now we're hearing Townsend's their main back though, right? This year,
the receiver. He plays mostly receiver. I think I'm sure they put him in the backfield some, but he's a wide out.
Okay, so he'll be what number is he?
13.
Number 13 be one of the main players to watch.
Yeah, 13. You're going to see 13. You're going to see one's another really good young player out wide for him, and then 21, 3. You'll see in the backfield. I think there's one more that we've seen back there also. So, they're a good, solid football team. They play a tough schedule. I know they got beat by Grenada, which is a phenomenal, 6A program. Trying to think who else. But week in, year out, you got to be ready to play.
They're good every year. So is this the last game in September?
Last game in September.
So 7:30 start.
Still set for 7:30.
And so this will be the last 7:30 start. So next week after we play Pontotoc, who have we got?
Next week's Ripley. So
the Ripley game will be a 7:00 kick.
We'll go to Ripley and it'll bump back to 7:00.
Gotcha. Well, Mr. Henry, any other questions about Pontotoc?
I guess one thing is we're 5 games in, right?
Yeah.
Freshman quarterback, he's kind of getting his wheels under him, pretty good. And,
and talking about us, I think, like I said, Friday it started with the defense, and I'll get to Braden in a second, but defensively, we've got to fly around. We've got to make sure we're gap responsible and know our assignments. We spend a lot of time, Coach Hammond spends a lot of time on alignment assignment football week in and week out. What's the formation? What do they do out of that formation? What's the percentage pass? The kids get all that in the scouting report. We should be calling plays out. We rep it so much based on formation, based on tendency. And then after they get aligned and assigned, then it's making the play. It's tackling well. It's covering well. I think defensively, the flying around's been there all year. I think you're going to start seeing us tackle better, cover better. I'm anticipating those guys only getting better as the season goes on. Offensively, like you talked about, Braden is doing a tremendous job for us, but done a good job all year. I think he's only getting better with time. He's had 5 varsity football games that he's been a part of this year. So going into 6, so he's getting more and more comfortable. We've had some injuries. Our offensive line is shaking up a little bit. Ethan Cathy's one of our best offensive linemen. He's out. We'll miss the rest of the year, so that's very unfortunate.
Yeah, I hated to hear that about Ethan.
Yeah, he's a really good player for us. Fortunately, he is a junior, so we'll get him back next year. Hopefully he recovers well and can come back strong. But that's shuffled, so they shuffled up the line. So we've got some young guys that are going to have to step up. We've shuffled Matthew Harris out. Jackson Howard has come in, a 9th grader. It's difficult to play any position, I think, as a 9th grader. I think it may be even harder to play as an offensive defensive lineman when you're in there banging around with guys that are 3 and 4 years older than us. But Jackson, we got a lot of confidence in him. We expect him to play well. So, I think it all starts up there. We've got to give Braden, the receivers, the running back, holes or time to do what they need to do. And then I think we've got some skilled guys that if we can get the ball to them in a little bit of space, they do a tremendous job. Caleb Shumpert had close to 100 yards receiving the other night. Caught a big ball on fade going down the sideline to get us in and kind of get that last drive established where we ended up scoring. So, him, Caleb Shaw, Caleb can score from any spot on the field. He's got to definitely get touches. Then our back duo with Cody Atkinson, Keelan Simpson, those guys do a good job too. So, just think it all starts up front on offense, and then those skill guys, just get them time and put them in the position to make a play.
Will the running back that got injured at Corinth be back this week?
He hasn't practiced. We've been evaluating. He's been getting some therapy. He's feeling better, so it's going to kind of be a game time decision. We obviously hope that Cody's ready to roll and go, but if he's not, we've got Keelan. We've also got a young man named Zion Robinson. That's a sophomore that's you've seen a little bit that we've got some confidence in as well. So that's what you'll see if he's not, but hopefully he'll be back with us.
Well, Coach, thanks so much. Good luck in the second half of the season. We hope everyone that's out there can come and check out the game. We'll be at New Albany this week. We want to apologize about the technical difficulties last week at Corinth. When we live stream these games, they're live streamed using a hotspot on the phone. Get there, the hotspot's working, then everybody shows up in the bleachers, and they're sucking up all the internet in the bleachers, and so there wasn't enough to broadcast the game. But we want to invite everyone to come in person, and if you can't, it'll be online this week on YouTube. You can catch it on the New Albany School District's YouTube page. Anything you want to say about that before we go?
Yeah, just Chris Russell, the journalism class, the guys at the WNAU radio. It's a big production every week. They do a great job. Like I said, had them malfunction this past week, but I know they'll be ready to go this week. And if you can't make it to the game, which we hope everybody's there, I think they've got some tailgating going on before and some different things on the practice field. So, if you can't make it out, certainly chime in and tune in and watch it on the live stream.
Yeah, it's supposed to be beautiful weather, I think, too.
Forecast. Cooling off.
Right, football weather. We need everybody out to Kitchens Field to pack the house.
That's it. So thanks so much for joining. We also want to thank our site sponsor, Wally Morgan State Farm, and our show sponsor,
Gumtree Mortgage, Jody Wallace, Brady Brock.
Yeah, we really appreciate our sponsors, and we hope you enjoyed the show, and we'll see you next week.
Wally Morgan State Farm is proud to host Coach Cody Stubblefield's New Albany Bulldog pregame show.
At Wally Morgan State Farm, family is important to us. We think of ourselves as a family and our community as a family, and nothing is more important than nurturing the youth in our community. We are super proud of Coach Stubblefield and all the work he's done for Bulldog football, and we are super excited to support him and the entire team and see what they do this season. Go Dogs!
This week's Hype Video is brought to you by Pam Brown State Farm. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Even if you are not ready for the day, It cannot always be night.
Another big round of applause for the pride of New Albany tonight. As we prepare for the playing of our national anthem, we do this to honor and respect every military member who has given his or her life in order that we may enjoy the freedoms of living in this great country for which they fought. When you stand quietly while looking towards the flag, you honor and respect the sacrifices they made in protecting our flag and our freedom. At this time, we ask that you please rise and remove all headgear for the presentation of the colors and the playing of our national anthem by the Pride of New Albany Marching Band under the direction of Drum Major Eric Flores. Tonight, the colors are being presented by the New Albany High School Air Force Junior ROTC Color Guard. Here come those Bulldogs. Tonight, we'd like to welcome our #1 fans from New Albany Elementary School. We appreciate all of their support, and we welcome them to Kitchens Field as they lead our Bulldogs on the field tonight. A big round of applause for our elementary dogs tonight. Our team captains are meeting at midfield for the coin toss. Our captains for tonight, first for the visiting Pontotoc Warriors, #1, Davion Sampson, #4, Malachi Brown, #6, Connor Armstrong, and #13, Nick Townsend. And the captains for your Bulldogs tonight, #3, Keelan Simpson, #12, Jack Keener, #20, Jarrell Bowling, and #52, Ethan Conley.
You want me to take it when we come back? All right, we're back at Kitchens Field. Bulldogs and the Pontotoc Warriors getting ready to do battle in the first division game of the season. The captains have met at midfield. The captains for New Albany tonight are #12, Keener, #3, Simpson, #52, Conley, and #20, Bowling. The Pontotoc Warriors have won the toss. They deferred to the second half, so the Bulldogs will get the football to start this football game. And the kickoff tonight, as all kickoffs, is brought to you by Northeast Mississippi Community College. Their athletic season started with 5 home football games. They are currently 2-3, have remaining games against East Central, home games against East Central on October the 6th, against East Mississippi on October the 13th, and against Northwest on October the 27th. Visit www.nemccathletics.com for a complete schedule plus up-to-date news on all Northeast athletic programs, and you can watch football, Northeast football, all season on nemctv.com.
We are just about ready to get it underway. The Warriors are out on the field, lined up, ready to kick it off. Bulldog getting their kickoff receiving team out. Now Shaw will be lined up along the 5-yard line. He'll be flanked by DJ Robinson and Cody Atkinson out along the 10. And it's a beautiful night for football here at New Albany High School.
It is definitely that, Kirk. A beautiful night.
This is going to be a hard-fought football game, I can tell you. The Warrior band up playing. I mean, they really get it going. And here comes the kick. It's high line drive kick. Fielded at the 9-yard line, out to the 10, to the 15, to the 20, to the 25. Picks up a block out across the 30 to the 36-yard line. And a nice return by Robinson.
Good job. My bad, Kirk. Good job there by the Bulldog return team. Formed a good wedge, and DJ did a really good job of finding a spot in that wedge to be able to get us good field position. We're going to have the football on our own 37-yard line, 1st and 10.
DJ had about a 28-yard return. Start the football game as Shettles comes in. He'll work at quarterback. Simpson will start at running back tonight. Shettles will set him off his left flank. He'll hand it to Simpson, straight ahead, bounces outside, tries to break a tackle, cannot get away from him. He gets it out to the 38-yard line, picked up 1 yard on it. It'd be 2nd down and 9.
Well, the play was designed to go in the middle there, and it just got clogged up, and Simpson did a good job of kicking it out, and the Pontotoc Warrior player just made a good play on him, held him to about 1.5, 2 yards.
Shettle sends twin receivers to the left, brings Shaw in motion, looks outside, turns it back inside, fumble the football, and the Warriors have it at the 35-yard line.
Well, just a big play right there in the football game to start it out, and what happened, we've run that play a lot, and we've run that play really successful, and Pontotoc had seen it on film because they had 2 or 3 guys out there waiting for Shaw to come there, and I couldn't see what happened as far as the fumble goes, but big play for Pontotoc right there.
Armstrong will work up under center, set his backs in a standard I formation. Now they'll shift out of it, send 3 receivers wide to the right, 2 to the left, brings a man in motion, tosses it to him. We've got flags all over the place. David Good.
I'm not sure what that is, but anyway, offsides on the offense.
Back them up 5 yards. It'll remain 1st down. It'll be 1st and 15 from the 41-yard line, just underway. Bulldogs fumbled the football away on their first series, and the Warriors have it at the 41-yard line, 1st and 15. Armstrong with 5 receivers in the pattern, back to pass, looking. He's under heavy pressure. He gets out of it. Now he falls down back at the 46-yard line. Going to lose about 10 yards on it, Keith. It should be 2nd and about 25.
Well, great job there of getting penetration and getting to Armstrong, as you said, but even better job by the defensive backs of covering the receivers. There just wasn't anybody for him to throw the football to. He actually got outside containment and just tripped and fell running away from the Bulldogs. Big play, though, for the defense.
Armstrong works again with an empty back, sets a man in motion left to right. Fumble the football, and I don't know. I think a Bulldog may have gotten it, Keith.
I don't know the signal. Looks like we got it. They haven't given the signal yet, but I think it's the Bulldogs.
The Bulldogs claim they got it, but officials are going to give it to the Warriors, and it's going to be 3rd down and long for the Warriors.
Guys, they call that an incomplete pass.
Well, and that's what it was. That's a great call. I didn't think about that, because that's exactly what happened. They were bringing that guy in motion, and he pitched it forward to him, and he just dropped the football in that. He never had possession, so I have to give him credit. That was a good call.
3rd down and 25 for the Warriors. Mark the football at the 47-yard line. Armstrong back to pass, looking, fires a bullet. He's well covered over there by a Bulldog. It's going to go incomplete. We've got a flag coming in, and I think we're going to have a hold on the Warriors.
I'm not sure. It was late. I was afraid they were going to call us hitting him, but we didn't do anything. Wasn't anything we did wrong there that he is going to call holding.
Holding on the Warriors. I'm sure Coach Stubblefield will decline the penalty. It'll be 4th and long, and the Warriors will punt the football away. And New Albany will get DJ Robinson back deep. Anticipating the punt, he's going to get back around the 20-yard line. And the Bulldogs dodge a bullet. Can't get away with that turnover.
Well, just a good job by the defense that time to do what they did there because of that turnover. So big play.
Snaps a little high, gets it away, a line drive spiral. Going to take a Warrior roll inside the 20 down to the 15-yard line. So the Bulldogs will have it 1st and 10 on the 15-yard line. 9:54 remaining in the first quarter, no score.
Well, again, I say it again, it's just a really good job. We've talked about our offense a lot this year, and we hadn't really talked as much about our defense. Last week, the excuse was, well, Corinth had lost their quarterback and all that. I thought our defense played a great football game last week, and to me, that right there shows me that they're on point for tonight as well.
Offensive team for the Bulldogs comes on, led by Shettles at quarterback. Cody Atkinson to work at running back. Shumper to come wide to the left. Hand off to Atkinson, straight ahead, got some running room across the 20 out to the 22. It's going to be about 2 yards short of a first down. It'll be second and 2, excuse me.
Good job by Cody that time. He was wanting to kick it to the outside, and the defensive end came up, and he just planted his foot, cut it up, and was able to get good yardage.
Shumpert and Shaw wide to the left. Bulldogs work with a heavy-set running back. Shettles looks one way. Nowhere to go. He's going to be dropped back at the 20-yard line, lose a yard. It's going to be 3rd down and 3.
Well, just not anything there. We're running a little option there with Braden. He faked it to the running back. Looked like he might want to throw the football or run it, and he decided early to run it because the defenders were all over him.
Twin receivers to the right. Bolin is in the game as an up back. Hand off to Atkinson. Nowhere to go. Line of scrimmage will be it. He got 1 yard out of it, Keith. It's going to be 4th and 2.
Well, offensive line's just getting, I don't want to say they're getting whipped, but right now that wasn't a good possession for us. They didn't have a good series, and going to have to do a better job blocking up front because we need to be able to run the football and throw it, obviously. And right now, Pontotoc just went in at the line of scrimmage.
Punt team, a check on the field. Is that Robbins is going to punt it, Keith?
I think it looked like the number was 99, and I don't know, but it may be 29.
I thought that was 29. Witt hadn't been doing the punting, but I sure thought that was him.
He looks small.
He's got a good snap, got a good punt away. It's going to hit, it's going to take a roll straight up, and it's going to be down 1 yard shy of midfield. And the Warriors will have it at the 49-yard line, and that is Witt Robbins, David Good.
Yes, it is. Guys, we got a flag back at the line of scrimmage.
Oh, we do have a flag, Dave.
No indication yet from the officials of what it is. In fact, they've marked the football at the 49-yard line. If there was a flag, it was apparently declined, or they just picked it up because the Warriors are going to have it right there, just a yard inside Bulldog territory. Armstrong keeps it back in the backfield. Fump fakes it one way, throws it into a crowd at the 45-yard line, taken down there. He gained 4 on it. Be 2nd and 4.
Well, good job there by the number 10 for the Warriors to make the catch because Bulldogs were in position to make the play, and he just was able to make the catch there. Picked up, looks like he's going to pick up about 3 or 4 yards.
That was Montgomery on the catch. 2nd down and 6, a long 6. As Armstrong sends out, Townsend comes wide to the right. Or wide to the left, excuse me. Armstrong fakes a handoff, rolls left, flares it out in the back to his back. He's got a first down, and he's got a little bit more inside the 35-yard line to the 34.
Well, Kurt, that time Armstrong just faked it like they were going to run the ball off to the right side, and he bootlegged to the left side. And his tight end, number 49 for the Warriors, just kind of floated out there in the flat. He hit him perfect, able to pick up the first down.
Looked like Farley for the Warriors. It'll be a first down at the 33-yard line. Armstrong back to pass, flares it out in the flats, completes it. We had a hold, and he's going to get inside the 25-yard line down to the 24. Don't see any flags on it. It'll be close to a first down.
Oh, they did. There's the
field, guys.
I see it.
It's going to be holding against Pontotoc.
They did call it. Kurt and I had already called it for them, but they did pick it up, and that's exactly what happened. They grabbed a Bulldogs jersey.
Well, there wasn't any question about it. Whether the question was were they going to call it, but they had number 20 for the Bulldogs. That was Bolin, and he couldn't get away. Otherwise, he would have made the tackle. They'll mark it off from the scene of the crime. And it'll be a 10-yard penalty to wind up at the 40-yard line, 1st and 15 for the Warriors. 7:07 remaining first quarter, no score. And I had no idea the Warriors, it looks like they're going to throw it every play, Keith.
Yeah, they throw it a lot, don't they? We talked about that before the game. I wasn't expecting it either, though, not that much.
Twin receivers to the right. We've got flag coming on. We've got an illegal procedure on the Warriors. Back them up 5 more yards.
We'll take that all day long. We like it when they go backwards.
That moves it to the 45-yard line, and it'll still be first down. It'll be 1st and 20.
5-yard line.
Back to passes Armstrong. He's got time. He's looking. He flares it out to Farley. Taken down immediately. Got 1 yard out of it. Bolin and DJ Robertson there on the play for the Bulldogs. Nice job in the secondary.
Keep an eye on that number 49 from them. They've gone to him a couple of times, and he looks like a pretty good athlete. Great job by DJ there coming out from his safety position to make the play. Going to be 2nd down, and what is that going to be, Kurt? About 18 yards to go.
2nd and 18. At the 43-yard line. Armstrong back to pass. He's under pressure. Got a screen set up. Caught from behind by Chapman of the Bulldogs and really saved a big play.
That was Montavio there that was able to get a hold of his jersey and rode him a little bit, but had he not been able to get him down, I believe he was going to pick up the first down, like you said.
No question about it. 3rd down and 11 for the Warriors.
Big play right here for the defense, Kurt. State the obvious.
Bulldogs will go with a 3-down lineman set. Walk a couple outside linebackers up. Armstrong back to pass. Looking. He overshot it. A nice job of going up and getting it to 20-yard line, and it's going to be a first down for the Warriors.
Well, I'm telling you, we talked about it last year, and I remember talking about it before the young man got hurt. Armstrong can throw the football, and he's got some skilled people out there running these routes. And that, as you said, Kurt, that was a really good catch that time by the Warriors.
He was well covered there by the Bulldogs. Went up high and got it. It'll be 1st and 10 at the 20. Armstrong hands it off straight ahead. Nowhere to go. Sullivan waiting on him, making first contact for the Bulldogs. He's going to lose a yard on it. It'll be 2nd and 11.
Good job there by Montavio. Like you said, he made first contact, and then there were a host of Bulldogs there with him. Just nothing there. Actually, I think they're going to probably end up saying he lost a yard on that play. Big play by the defense right there. We got 4 minutes, 30 seconds left in this first quarter. Still no score in the football game.
2nd down and 11. Armstrong sends twin receivers to his right. Works a wing back off the left side. Hands it to his running back straight ahead. He's got 5 yards out of it. Finally ridden down at the 15-yard line. Give him 6 on it. It'll be 3rd and 5.
Well, got a lot more yards that time than he should have. Just got extra effort on his part to kind of keep turning his legs and get more yardage. It's going to be 3rd down and 5, and Bulldog defense has got to step up right here, Kurt.
Armstrong talks it over with his running back, sets him to his right side. Hands it to him off the left side. He's going to be close to a first down, and we're going to send it down to David Good. David?
It's awful close, but they are giving him a first down.
Well, that's 2 plays in a row, Kurt. They just ran off the left side, and really and truly the initial contact on both plays, there really wasn't much there, and we just weren't able to get the Pontotoc Warrior on the ground. He turned on and got first down yardage that time, and going to be 1st and goal for the Warriors.
At the 10-yard line. Twin receivers wide to the right, a Sloan receiver to the left. Armstrong hands it to his running back. Off the right side he goes, and he's going to take it into the end zone. Hit it the 1-yard line by Cortland Earl, but not until he gets into the end zone. Warriors go up 6-0.
Well, just again, I talked about how much they throw the football in that series. They ran it more than they threw the football, and they ran it with success. Really not much resistance there on that play. He was able to get through the first initial contact and got to the outside, easily went into the end zone. Going to attempt an extra point here to make it 7-0 with 3:17 left.
The last goes kick is up, it's high, it's long, and it's good. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
It's finally game time. The smell of the fresh cut grass, the sound of the drums as the band gets ready to perform, and of course the roar of the crowd as our hometown New Albany Bulldogs enter the field. Jody Walls and Brady Brock with Gumtree Mortgage here in New Albany remember those days and agree they were some of the best. They also want your mortgage experience to be the best as well. They pride themselves on excellent customer service and establishing a personal connection with their clients. They also have the knowledge and programs to fit your mortgage needs. So whether you're building, buying, or refinancing your current home, they want to help. Call them and set up an appointment today. Jody Walls and Brady Brock with Gumtree Mortgage. Let them help make your dreams come true. Go Dogs!
Call State Farm agent Wally Morgan at 662-539-7062 today.
Kickoff fielded by DJ Robertson. He's out to the 40-yard line. Still on his feet in midfield. Nice return by DJ Robertson. And give the Bulldogs some field position to work with.
Great job by DJ again, running hard with a football. And again, formed a really good wedge. A lot of good blocking by the Bulldog return team. And that's what we needed, Kurt. We need a good field position. Got to get this offense rolling.
We've got an official stoppage of play on the field, and we're going to take a timeout with them. Back in 60 seconds.
Insurance agencies and companies may appear to be the same on the surface, but you'll discover a world of difference when you look a little closer. The biggest difference is the people who serve you. At Collins Insurance Agency, we've been through the good times and the not-so-good times too, always serving the people of this area with the very best in insurance coverage from some of the world's finest insurance companies. Collins Insurance Agency in New Albany.
Wide to the left side of the field, hands it to Simpson, and nowhere to go. Going to lose 2 on it, and we have been unable to run the football so far tonight.
Well, the Pontotoc Warriors are in the backfield before we really get the exchange, and offensive line just not blocking right now. Got to do a better job.
2nd down and 12, 2:45 remaining. Shells back to pass, bubble screen to Shaw. Looks inside, tries to go outside. Not going to be able to get away. He's going to lose 3 yards on it, maybe 4. And it's going to be 3rd down and 15.
Well, good job there by Pontotoc of fighting through the initial block out there for the wide receiver and kind of pushed Shaw back a little bit. And then by the time he gained his composure, the rest of the Warriors were there.
Shaw and Shumpert wide to the left. Bolin wide to the right. Warriors show blitz. Now they loosen those linebackers back up a little bit. 3rd down and 15, maybe 16. Shettles talks to his running back. Now we've got a timeout. We'll take it with them. You're listening to Bulldog Football.
Reason number 8 to bank at BNA, the technology you demand. We work hard to bring you the latest in banking technologies that make your life easier. Free ATMs, mobile banking, online bill pay, and more. BNA Bank, the bank for Northeast Mississippi.
Call State Farm agent Wally Morgan at 662-539-7062 today.
What will I find at Van Atkins? Well, diamonds. Lots and lots of diamonds. Jewelry that you will not see in any other place. Our Van Atkins collection is styled from beautiful pieces from the past with a fresh Southern update. I believe you'll find value, too. You'll also find people who are a part of this community. If you're celebrating something, we're going to celebrate, too. We really hope you'll find Van Atkins special. I'm Chuck Cooper, and I feel privileged to be a part of that.
Shettles back to pass. Now we've got a stoppage of play. Send it down to David Good. What we got, David?
The flag's on the far side. I'm assuming there's illegal procedure on the Bulldogs.
That's exactly what it's going to be. Backing up to the 39-yard line. It's going to be 3rd down and 20. And thus far, not looking that sharp offensively.
No, we're not, Kurt. I mean, you obviously don't want to be in this position where you got 3rd down and 20 yards to go. There's not a lot of plays you can draw up for that, but just try to move the chains a little bit.
Shumpert and Shaw wide to the left. DJ Robertson and Bolin wide to the right. Now we've got a timeout. We'll take it with them back in 60 seconds.
It's finally game time. The smell of the fresh cut grass, the sound of the drums as the band gets ready to perform, and of course the roar of the crowd as our hometown New Albany Bulldogs enter the field. Jody Walls and Brady Brock with Gumtree Mortgage here in New Albany remember those days and agree they were some of the best. They also want your mortgage experience to be the best as well. They pride themselves on excellent customer service and establishing a personal connection with their clients. They also have the knowledge and programs to fit your mortgage needs. So whether you're building, buying, or refinancing your current home, they want to help. Call them and set up an appointment today. Jody Walls and Brady Brock with Gumtree Mortgage. Let them help make your dreams come true. Go Dogs!
Call State Farm agent Wally Morgan at 662-539-7062 today.
All right, Shettles has got his team up to the line. Twin receivers left and right. He's looking deep for Shumpert. Now he pulls it down, still looking, and he overshot him. Had a mix-up. Shaw had come back looking short, and Shettles thought he was going to keep going deep. It'll go incomplete. 4th down, Bulldogs will have to punt it away.
Well, I'm telling you, Pontotoc is playing really physical. Number 36 for them. That's 2 plays that I've seen tonight where he just took out the receiver or the back that was trying to block, just knocked them back into the quarterback. And just being really physical right now, and the Bulldogs going to have to get some things turned around right here.
Whit Robbins will punt it away, got a good snap, punts it. It's going to take it is the 39-yard line, take a Bulldog roll inside the 30 and be down right there at the 30.
Got a flag on the play, Kurt. I don't know if it's on us or them.
Well, we need a roughing the punter is what we need. And maybe give us a 1st down. Illegal procedures, the call on the Bulldogs. And we'll see, yep, the Warriors are going to make them punt it again, back them up 5 more yards. And I don't know if I'd have been the Warriors. They had the football at the 40-yard line, basically. I might have just taken that.
Well, I think what they may see is they're getting a little bit of pressure on us on the last 2 punts. So they may have seen something there where they think there's an opportunity.
Robbins back to punt for the Bulldogs. Got a good snap. He's got time to get it away. He does get it away. It's high towering punt.
Got another flag.
Going to hit it the 45-yard line.
Guys, there's another flag on the play. Illegal procedure on the Bulldogs.
Back them up 5 more. Well,
going the wrong way, bud.
That's for sure. What we need Robbins now to do is hit the best punt he's ever hit. And we'll be okay with it. Good snap again. Plenty of time. And he got a nice punt away. Fair caught at the 41-yard line by the Warriors. And after all the penalties, the Warriors picked up 1 yard.
Well, they got good position, and they got good field position. They're going to be at the 41-yard line with possession of the football. We got 1:23 left. in the first quarter, and Pontotoc leads the game 7-0.
Ball at the 39-yard line.
Good night for football. Big crowd on hand here at New Albany High School. Field looks as good as we've ever seen at this time of year, Keith. And in fact, all the facilities are in excellent shape.
Yeah, the field looks great. It's looked great all year.
Twin receivers to the right for the Warriors. Now they ship a wing back from left to right. Hand it off, trying to get outside. Stops, turns it back in, nowhere to go. Simpson was waiting on him. He's going to drop him for a 5-yard loss, 4-yard loss on it. It'd be second down and 14. Nice play by Simpson.
Thielen did a great job that time of just keeping containment. His job was to get him to turn back in, and he just knocked the guy off of him and made the play. Big play right there by Keithlin Simpson.
Warriors lose 5 on it.
Second 15.
Armstrong looks at the defense. He's back to pass, straight drop back. Looking in the middle, got a man open at the 42. Taken down in midfield. 1 yard shy of a first down. It'll be 3rd and 1 as DJ Robinson came up from his safety spot and made the tackle.
Looks like Pontotoc's going to go with a little hurry up here, Kurt, but just a
3rd down and 1. And we've got movement along the line of scrimmage, and the Bulldogs are going to be charged with an offside penalty.
The play before, number 10 for the Warriors, he lined up at a tight end or a little slot there and just kind of did a little button route right there in the middle of the field. We just missed an assignment for somebody to guard him. He was able to pick up enough yardage for them to get into that hurry up and get us to jump off sides.
3 down lineman set for the Bulldogs. Back to passes Armstrong. Trying to set up a screen. It goes incomplete. He was under heavy pressure by Bowling. And it'll be 2nd and 10.
Good job, as you said, by Bowling of getting pressure on him. And Armstrong was trying to get the ball to his running back, kind of a little screen deal. And I think that was number 30 for the Bulldogs, a linebacker there that made a really good play there to be in position. I think that was Boyd there that made no, that was 38. I apologize. 38, that's going to be Woods.
2nd and 10. Woods hands it off straight ahead. Got some running room. Taken down from behind at the 38-yard line.
Taken down
by Bowling. But not until he gained 8 yards, it'll be 2nd and 2.
It's going to be third and 2. That's the end of the first quarter. Pontotoc leads the football game 7-0. We're going to take a break with them. You're listening to Bulldog Football.
Insurance agencies and companies may appear to be the same on the surface, but you'll discover a world of difference when you look a little closer. The biggest difference is the people who serve you. At Collins Insurance Agency, we've been through the good times and the not-so-good times, too, always serving the people of this area with the very best in insurance coverage from some of the world's finest insurance companies. Collins Insurance Agency in New Albany.
Warriors have the football. They've got a 3rd down and 2 at the 37-yard line. Armstrong hands it off straight ahead, close to a first down. David, it's going to be close to a first down. It depends on where they mark it.
I believe they're going to mark him just a half yard.
I'm going to say they're going to go for it, Kurt, and they are. They're lining up quick to go for it.
That's exactly what they're going to do. 4th down and less than a yard. And we've got a Bulldog jump right into the neutral zone. Give them the first down. But move it up to the 31-yard line.
Yeah, you just can't do that. Just can't. You got to be more disciplined right there. You got to stay in position. I know it's short yardage and just got anxious, jumped off sides, and going to give him another first down.
At the 31-yard line, leading the football game 7-0. Warriors Armstrong sends twin receiver to the right, the short side of the field. He hands it to his running back, and this time no running room whatsoever. A host of Bulldogs there to make the tackle. Bowling, number 48 for the Bulldogs. Who is that, Keith?
48 is, give me just a second here, I'll give you some numbers on that. It was a good play that time, though. Again, we talked about Pontotoc winning at the line of scrimmage on their defense, and that time the Bulldogs definitely dominated. That's number 48 is Gilbert. That was Gilbert, and Bowling getting in the backfield quick. Going to be a loss of about 2 yards for the Warriors.
Gilbert's been playing a little bit more each week, and he does a good job. He's done a good job. Armstrong back to pass. Looking under, throws it into the middle, incomplete.
Intended for number 19.
Intended for number 19, well covered there. It'll bring up a third down and 12.
Well, good job by the Bulldogs secondary being in position. Good job by the guys up front getting some pressure on Armstrong. He's a left-handed quarterback, kind of pushed him. He was kind of fading off to his right, had to throw it across his body and just not able to get the connection there. Good job again by the defense. Big play right here, Kurt. 3rd and 12. Pontotoc has their football at the Bulldog 33-yard line.
Armstrong will send twin receivers to the left, a Sloan receiver to the right. He'll bark out the signals. He's back to pass under pressure, throws it away. Incomplete. Well covered there by Cortland Early at the 25-yard line. But the receiver, number 10 for the Warriors, Montgomery, still almost came down with it.
Well, it threw it just a little bit behind him. Cortland did a really good job of being in position. I thought Cortland was going to catch it for a second. Then I thought their guy was going to catch it. But it hit the ground. It's going to be 4th down and 12. And Pontotoc's offense staying on the field. Looks like they're going to go for this here.
Well, they're kind of in no man's land right there at the 32-yard line. Armstrong's going to send 3 receivers to the left. 1 to the right. He'll keep a running back along his left side. He's back to pass. He's under pressure. He's looking. He overshot his receiver. Well covered there at the 23-yard line by DJ Robinson. And the Bulldog defense does a nice job. Gets the football back for the Bulldogs.
Well, got a little shaky there with those penalties and gave up a couple of first downs. But then when it counted, they tightened up, made some plays. I tell you, I'm really impressed with our defensive backs tonight. They're running step for step for these receivers most of the plays. And good job of getting pressure. Big stop by the Bulldog defense right there.
Shadows are trying to get this Bulldog offense hitting on all cylinders. They bring Shaw in motion left to right, handed straight ahead and nowhere to go once again. And number 72 for the Warriors took Cody Atkinson down as soon as he got the football.
Kurt, I don't know what Pontotoc is doing. I mean, our offensive line, I said it before the game, they've been consistent all year, and right now they're just not being able to make the blocks.
2nd down and 10. Shettles back to pass, looking under pressure, throws it into the middle, and it was knocked down, I think, at the line of scrimmage, Keith.
Yeah, I think you're right, Kurt. I think it was, he threw it and had a receiver open there in the middle of the field, and one of the Warriors just got their hands up and knocked the football down, and going to bring up 3rd down and about 10 yards to go for the Bulldogs.
9:55 remaining before halftime. Warriors lead the football game 7-0. They walk all their linebackers up along the line of scrimmage. Now they back them out. Shettles back to pass. Throws a little bubble screen to DJ. It goes incomplete. Hit him in the hands, couldn't hold on.
Well, DJ was ready to run before he actually caught the football. We had some blockers getting in position to make some blocks that might have broke that for a big play, but DJ just took his eyes off the ball and was looking for a spot to run there and just not able to come down with it.
Whit Robbins will come in. He's done the punting tonight for the Bulldogs. He'll come in. and punted away. He's going to stand at the 18-yard line and punt it from around the 20, maybe the 21. He's got a good snap, bounced it a little bit, but he got it up, no problem. Good punt, gets away, fielded at the 36-yard line, fair caught by the Warriors, and the Bulldog defense goes back to work.
Well, good job there. We had, as you said, the snap was just a little bit low. He scooped it up. They did not bring pressure that time at all, and the receiver for the Warriors able to call the fair catch, and Pontotoc will have the football at their own 36-yard line. We've got 9 minutes and 43 seconds left in the first half. Pontotoc leads 7-0.
Armstrong's gone all the way at quarterback for the Warriors. Stacks 3 receivers to the right. Back to pass, fires a bullet out the flat. Either incomplete or did he catch it and lose a yard? I think they're going to call it a catch.
That is correct.
And they're going to give him a penalty.
Now he's waving it off. Yeah.
Now they're going to wave it off. I didn't see how he could have possibly caught it, but we were behind him, so you couldn't really tell. It'll be second down and 10.
The chain gang over there, they got thing and they got to move it back.
Armstrong back, Armstrong under pressure, and he goes down at the 25-yard line. And I couldn't pick it up, Keith. Who was that?
That's going to be number 38 again for the Bulldogs. That's going to be number 38 is not on my.
That's Woods.
That's Woods. 39 is Woods on my roster. I don't know. We talked about that before. It was a good play. They were actually trying to run. They were trying to pump it out there to the receiver, get our DB to bite, and then go with the deep pass. And like I say, number 38 for the Bulldogs was able to get in there.
Third down and 20. Armstrong back. We got a flag on the play. David, what we got? Illegal procedure?
Yes, sir, on the Pontotoc Warriors.
Back them up 5 more yards and make it 3rd and 25. And if the Bulldogs could hold them here, got an opportunity to get some pretty good field position.
I tell you what, this is a game for the first half. Both teams have had some third and a bunch of yards to go several times.
Armstrong's going to send twin receivers left and right. He's back to pass. He's got time. He's looking deep. He's got a man, and he off his hands, it goes incomplete, but he had a Bulldog beat, and he would have, if he'd have come down with it, Keith, it'd have been a touchdown.
Yeah, just somehow was able to get behind the defenders on third and a whole bunch, and as you said, Armstrong hit him right in the hands, and the young man just didn't catch the football. Fortunate for the Bulldogs, and Pontotoc's going to have to punt it away.
Guys, that ball flew about 55 yards in the air.
DJ will get back at the 45-yard line. A wobbly kick, going to hit it midfield, take a Warrior roll down to the 42-yard line. But as suggested earlier, Bulldogs have pretty good field position now if we just move the football.
Yeah, we just hadn't had our offense has been struggling tonight. There's no doubt about that. And the thing about it is, usually we talked about it before the game. We can throw, we can run, but our game, we run the ball to set up the pass, and we just hadn't been able to run the football tonight at all.
We had one running play where Cody got about 5 yards, and other than that,
yep.
That's it for the running game.
Yeah, we got to get the guys up front have got to start doing a better job of moving them out and get this thing rolling.
3 receivers to the right, 2 to the left for the Bulldogs. Shettles back to pass. He's got a man down the field open at the 35-yard line and dropped the football.
Wow, just a really good play. What we did, we ran our offensive line out there, kind of ran a hurry up, and ran a tight end kind of right in the middle of the field, and he was wide open, hit him in the hands, and just not able to come down with it.
Cortland had a touchdown, but he dropped the football. Twin receivers left and right. Shettles back to pass. Look at goddamn. It's bowling across the middle in a seam, across the 45, down to the 42. First and 10 for the Bulldogs.
Well, good pass that time by Braden and hit Jeb on a slant route, and Jeb is sure-handed. Jeb's not going to drop that football. First down.
Shettles hurries it up, hands it to his running back, bounces off one man, still on his feet, still fighting, inside the 35 to the 33-yard line. Cody Atkinson.
Well, this offense has got a little life going there. There wasn't a whole lot there, and Cody just did a really good job avoiding Pontotoc Warriors and was able to get the ball up the field. Going to be second and a yard.
Shettles tries to hurry his Bulldogs up. Back to pass, looking. And he's lucky it didn't get fished off. Trying to get it to Shaw, but number 4 for the Warriors had it read perfect.
Wow, I don't know how the young man, it was just like you said, Kurt. He just stepped in there, and we are very fortunate he didn't pick that football off.
Bulldogs will check Bolin and Hicks in. They'll come as a up back, a tight end, and a wing back, a blocking back on a third down and 1 yard to go. And the handoff goes to Axon, and he runs right behind those two, and he still can't get a first down.
Well, they're just out physicaling us right now in the line of scrimmage. I'm telling you, that number 58 or 59, whatever number that is he's got on, he just went through us like we were not even there. And going to be 4th down and a little more than a yard to go. Now I'm going to say the Bulldogs are probably going to go for this.
Simpson to check in as a running back. He'll work off the left side. Let's see if Shettles tries to pull him offside. Now we've got a stoppage of play. Timeout on the field. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Reason number 8 to bank at BNA, the technology you demand. We work hard to bring you the latest in banking technologies that make your life easier. Free ATMs, mobile banking, online bill pay, and more. BNA Bank, the bank for Northeast Mississippi.
Call State Farm agent Wally Morgan at 662-539-7062 today.
What will I find at Van Atkins? Well, diamonds. Lots and lots of diamonds. Jewelry that you will not see in any other place. Our Van Atkins collection is styled from beautiful pieces from the past with a fresh Southern update. I believe you'll find value too. You'll also find people who are a part of this community. If you're celebrating something, we're going to celebrate too. We really hope you'll find Van Atkins special. I'm Chuck Cooper, and I feel privileged to be a part of that.
4th down and a yard to go.
Shettles hands it to Simpson. Now we've got a stoppage of play. Now a flag comes flying in, certainly late. It's going to be illegal procedure on the Bulldogs. I didn't see anything. David Gooch right down there on it. David?
I'm not sure if they're calling illegal formation or what that is. But anyway, the guy on the side over here is calling it and signaling it out to the head umpire.
He called it illegal procedure on us, but it was one of those things. It was like everybody moved and the center didn't do anything, but the center snapped it. I mean, I don't know what happened. I don't know why they stopped it.
4th down and 6 for the Bulldogs. They're going to go for it. Now the Warriors are going to take a timeout. We'll take one with them back in 60 seconds.
It's finally game time. The smell of the fresh cut grass, the sound of the drums as the band gets ready to perform, and of course the roar of the crowd as our hometown New Albany Bulldogs enter the field. Jody Walls and Brady Brock with Gumtree Mortgage here in New Albany remember those days and agree they were some of the best. They also want your mortgage experience to be the best as well. They pride themselves on excellent customer service and establishing a personal connection with their clients. They also have the knowledge and programs to fit your mortgage needs. So whether you're building, buying, or refinancing your current home, they want to help. Call them and set up an appointment today. Jody Walls and Brady Brock with Gumtree Mortgage. Let them help make your dreams come true. Go Dogs!
Call State Farm agent Wally Morgan at 662-539-7062 today.
Had a penalty on the play before 4th down and 6 yards to go from the Warrior 38, and they're going to go for it.
Shuttles will work with an empty backfield. 3 receivers wide left, 2 to the right. He's back to pass. He's under pressure. He's going to keep it on a quarterback keeper, and he's going to be short of a first down. And now we're going to have a flag, and we're going to have a holding on the Bulldogs.
Exactly what we're going to get. And they're going to decline it, and they're going to get the football.
That's the story at the 38-yard line. First down for the Warriors.
Well, they were coming with pressure. We had, I think, 5 wideouts that time in the game, and he looked. There wasn't anybody there, and I don't really know that I liked the holding call, but it wouldn't have mattered. We weren't going to get the first down anyway, and Pontotoc has possession with 6:44 left in the first half.
Before your game day barbershop halftime report, we'll have some scores from Chevron shortstop, all for you at halftime. Handoff straight ahead, nowhere to go. Swarmed by the Bulldog defense back at the 32-yard line.
David, I know David has told me before who number 38 is, because I got to give him credit because he's playing a really good football game tonight.
Woods is his last name. He got him 39 in the program.
Okay.
He's 38.
That is Stephen Woods, and well, he's playing a heck of a football game right now.
Chapman checks out of the football game for the Bulldogs. Armstrong back to pass. He's under pressure, rolling to his left, looking, throws it back into the middle. Interception's got it. He's intercepted at the 35-yard line. And I'll tell you the truth of the matter, he out-bumped the Pontotoc receiver for the football.
You're exactly right, Kurt. That was one that either one could have had, and he just kept battling. Good job by the Bulldogs getting pressure on Armstrong, and big play right there by the defense.
5:56 remaining before halftime, and Simpson just out-fought the Pontotoc Warriors for the football. And let's see if we got a little stoppage of play. Keith, you got any scores for us?
Kurt, I'm working on it right now, but I'm not seeing anything that's earth-shattering at this time. Let me see what I see. I got one right here. Resurrection Catholic is winning 30-6 over Salem. And we've got Vardaman over Sebastopol 13-0. 24-0 Okolona over Smithville. Let's see what we got here. Heidelberg is 13-6 over North Forest. Bogachita over West Lincoln 28-0. Mize over Philadelphia 14-7. Lake over Kemper County 21-6.
And I think Terry had East Union leading Belmont 6-0.
Yeah, and Myrtle was leading Potts Camp, I believe, as well. So
1st and 10 for the Bulldogs, 35-yard line. Simpson fakes it to Cody Ackland, back to pass. Shettles, he's rolling to his left, rolling, and it ought to be pass interference, and here comes the flag.
Wow. Sorry, Kurt, I got to be in a fan again, but if Braden would have ran the football that time, there was plenty of green grass for him to run, and he kept holding on to it, threw a really good pass, and there was no doubt about the pass interference call.
I think that was actually bowling on the receiving end of that pass interference. It came all the way across the field. Now they're having some kind of discussion about it. I don't know what there is to discuss, David.
There's two flags on the play. Got one on each team. Got a pass interference and an illegal lineman downfield.
Wow.
It'll remain first down. It'll remain 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. And I will say the same thing you said, Keith. Shettles could have took off with that one and had a pretty nice game.
Well, I mean, it's easy for me to say sitting up here watching the game, but there was a lot of green grass, and he decided to make that pass.
Bolin and Hicks check in the football game as blocking backs. Handoff goes to Cody Axon inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Give him 6 on it, back a 2nd down and 4.
I'm going to tell you, if Cody Atkinson was about 6'1", 220, it'd be illegal for him to play in this league. He runs the football hard.
Handoff goes to him once again, and he follows his blocker straight up the middle, inside the 20, down to the 15, down to the 16-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs.
Well, good job there by the offensive line. We just ran a trap play, and I'm telling you, Pontotoc is bringing pressure every time. I don't know if they're shooting the gaps every time, but we ran a little trap there and caught them on that one.
Bulldogs in a hurry up. Handed to Cody once again, bounces it outside, breaks a tackle at the 10, gets down behind his shoulder, passes to 7, inside the 5 to the 4.
Cody was supposed to pick up about 1 yard that time, and he picked up 10. Just really good hard running. There was a clog. It was clogged up right there at initial contact. He fought through it, was able to get down inside Pontotoc's 6-yard line.
1st and goal to go. Hand off to Cody Atkinson again. Looks right, looks left. Goes back inside, nowhere to go.
Just not much there. Got clogged up. Cody was doing a little bit of dancing there, fixing to try to make a move to the inside. If he would have cut it outside, he might have been able to pick up some more yardage. Just not really anything there on that one.
2nd down. Goal to go from the 5. Handoff goes to Atkinson. This time he's hit it to 1, and they're gonna mark it just shy of the goal line at the 6-inch line.
Wow, Kurt, I thought he was in there, man. That time it looked like he had it to me, and just unable to get it in the end zone. But
it's 3rd down. It's 3rd down and less than 1. Shuttles on the quarterback thinking, I believe he got it in. We're waiting to see. That's good. Touchdown for the Bulldogs. Well, I'll tell you, Keith, our offensive line and Cody Atkinson just put a 35-yard drive together is what they did.
Well, I guess they got tired of hearing me talk about their performance tonight, because that once we got the football on that interception, the offensive line did take over, and as I said, Cody was really running hard. Good job by the Bulldog offense.
Alexander on for the Tallahatchie Gourmet extra point. Good snap, good hold, good kick. It's up, and we've got illegal procedure. We're going to have to kick it again. Alexander 16 for 16 on his extra points this year. 1 for 1 on his field goals. It was about a 30-yard field goal. On top of that, Whit Robbins is 10 for 10 on extra points. 3 for 3 on field goals, and 2 of those were 42-yarders. So we've got to have this, keep this going, keep the streak going. It'll be a 25-yard field goal. Extra point is what it'll be. We got movement by the right tackle of the Bulldogs, back up 5 more yards.
Wow.
Yep, number 55, he just barely twitched.
Going the wrong way here on this one, and again, need this point right here in this football game, and it's putting a lot of stress on our streak me and you got going with these extra points.
Now we got a 30-yard Tallahatchie Gourmet field goal. Up, high, long, and right down the middle. It's good, 7-7.
I don't know why I ever fretted over that, but I did a little bit. I was concerned about our streak, but great job by the Bulldog defense to stop the Warriors. Bulldog offense gets it back. Again, it just hadn't been our best half of football for the year, but we stepped up right there and got this thing back to 7-7 with 3:49 left in the first half.
David almost wanted to give Alexander credit for a field goal on that one, but nevertheless, he's 17 for 17.
Awesome for an 8th grader. Proud of that young man.
Now with Robbins to come on, he'll tee it up and kick it off, and we've got a tied football game.
We do, Kurt. We got this kickoff and all kickoffs brought to you by Northeast Mississippi Community College. Visit www.nemccathletics.com for a complete schedule, plus up-to-date news on all athletics.
Witt's kickoffs are usually really high. Let's see what he does. He comes forward on it. He pooch kicks it and Bear caught at the 42-yard line by the Warriors, and I thought a Bulldog was going to get the football. I thought one of the Bulldogs was going to intercept the kick.
Well, I'm telling you, it looked that way. It was the first guy. I think that's the way you're supposed to do it. The first guy for Pontotoc let it go and tried to block, and the young man just was able to get his hands on it. But got 3:48 left in the first half, and Pontotoc's going to have good field position at their own 43-yard line.
Warriors, Armstrong, a big young man, sends twin receivers left and right. 3 down linemen set for the Bulldogs. Hand off to number 3. Nowhere to go. Hicks in on the tackle. Along with some other Bulldogs. Give it 2 yards on it, make it 2nd and 8.
Well, Pontotoc was pulling. They pulled their left tackle and their left guard trying to go through the right side over there. Bulldogs did a really good job of clogging it up. As you said, picked up 2 yards. Clock is running. We're down to 3 minutes and 20 seconds left in this first half.
Hicks and Gilbert both in on the tackle for the Bulldogs. 2nd and 8 for the Warriors. Handoff straight ahead. He's got nowhere to go, nowhere at all. Gonna lose a yard on it. It'll be 3rd down and 9.
Well, they ran the same play again from the other side. They pulled their right tackle and their right guard to the left side and really are running the ball kind of between the 2 guards and the Bulldog defense. Montavio and the rest of the guys up there doing a good job of clogging it up.
3rd down and a long 9, long 8. As Armstrong sends twin receivers left and right. We've got movement, and that's going to be on the Bulldogs shifted defensively, and the Warriors jump. Should back them up 5 yards. Should make it 3rd down and about 13.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened, Kurt. You called it right there, and moving them back again. Going to be 3rd and long. Got 2:30 left in this first half. Bulldog can stop them here, maybe get a chance to get some more points on the board.
Armstrong back, got time. He pumps fakes once. He's looking, and misfires, throws it short. Well covered there by Bulldogs bowling in midfield, but it'll be 4th down and 13. The Warriors are punting back. Bulldogs will get a chance to get some points on the board before halftime, Keith.
Yeah, they definitely are. A good job that time. I mean, he had all day to throw it. We just could not get to him on that particular possession, but our defensive backs did a super job of staying on their guy. There just wasn't anybody to throw it to.
DJ will get back at the 28-yard line. High snap. Punts away. DJ is going to field it at the 25. Sidesteps a tackler, sidesteps another. Still on his feet, but he just got nowhere to go. Mark it at the 26-yard. They're going to actually give him the 28, which is a pretty good spot, I think. 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs.
Well, good punt that time. The snap was a little bit high, and the young man for Pontotoc did a good job of getting it off, and when he did, it was a good punt. DJ did a good job of going back and concentrating and catching the football, and Pontotoc did a really good job on covering and just not anywhere for him to go. Bulldogs do have possession, though, at the 28-yard line. 2:05 left in this first half.
Bulldogs offense hustles onto the field. Simpson to be the running back. Scheduled to work with twin receivers left and right at the 28-yard line. Warriors show blitz. They do come. Try to get it to Bowling, and they do. Breaks one tackle at the 38, out to the 40, taken down at the 41. 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs.
Well, good job of the offensive line picking up the blitz that time, and Jeb ran a really good route. Braden put it right on him. Good play, 1st down Bulldogs.
1:56 before halftime. Shuttles moves Simpson from right to left. Now you're going to get DJ in motion. Hand off to Simpson, straight up the middle, across the 45 to the 47. Then the Bulldogs trying to hurry it up.
Well, good job there running. Get, 5 or 6 yards on 1st down. Got to hurry, though.
2nd and 4 for the Bulldogs. As Shettles hands it, fakes it. Now he runs a little pass option. Shaw picks up a block. He's at the 40. He's at the 30. And goes out of bounds at the 25-yard line.
That guy over there is going to call holding on New Albany, and I cannot believe he's calling that. Come on, man. Wow.
That's exactly what it's going to do. It's going to come back. I didn't see anything, Keith.
Well, I'm a Bulldog fan, so I obviously don't agree with it. But wow, that hurts right there. That's going to push us back. Great play there. Got a screen out there to Shaw, and he made it to the corner. I actually thought he was past the guy that they call block holding on, but tough one right there.
It's going to be 2nd down and 3 for the Bulldogs. As Shettles rolls right, he's looking. He's got a man bowling. It's a Cormier, and he bobbled the football and then lost it. He got the bobble and the football and couldn't come down with it.
Well, he had him wide open, and Jeb Bowen 99 times out of 100 makes that catch, and that time just not able to get it. And I went back and watched this holding call that they called on his Kurt, and they should be embarrassed for calling holding on that play.
3rd down and 3 for the Bulldogs. Twin receivers to the right, trip receivers to the right. Hand off to Simpson, and he's not going to get a 1st down. He's going to be stopped shy of a 1st down. And once again, hit at the line of scrimmage, just nowhere to go.
Well, and he was fighting too, and he spun around. I thought he was going to actually get the 1st down, but he's going to be short. It's going to be, looks like about a half a yard short, 4th and a half a yard, and Coach Stubblefield's got a decision to make right here on what he wants to do. I know he's letting the clock run. He can run this clock right now. We've got, on the play clock, we've got 25 seconds left. On the game clock, we've got 40 seconds left. So it's, he's going to let it run down and then I guess maybe call a timeout and make a decision.
I don't know what we've got for timeouts remaining. David, do you?
Got 1 left.
1 left, and I guess we're going to use it here. I think one thing we're not going to do is we don't want to give Pontotoc the football. Timeout on the field. We're back in 60 seconds.
Insurance agencies and companies may appear to be the same on the surface, but you'll discover a world of difference when you look a little closer. The biggest difference is the people who serve you. At Collins Insurance Agency, we've been through the good times and the not-so-good times too, always serving the people of this area with the very best in insurance coverage from some of the world's finest insurance companies. Collins Insurance Agency in New Albany.
I think we're going to punt the football away. Shettles is back in punt formation. And he is going to run it, Keith, and he's going to get a 1st down. He's taken down at the 45-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs with 9 seconds remaining.
Well, and I think you called it exactly right, Kirk. I think Braden had the opportunity. He had the choice. He could either run it, and he ran the football, able to pick up the 1st down, and going to give us a shot. Well, maybe I guess they're going to let it run out. I thought they were going to. Yep, that's going to be the end of the 1st half.
And David Good's going to try to catch Coach Cody Stubblefield, and we'll send it down to David.
David, 1st half, the score tied at 7.
All right, we got the coaches talking in just a second here.
We are proud to recognize a special school tonight, our Career and Technical Education Center.
Tough 1st half. Would you expect anything different?
Yeah, we're not playing very well. We're excited about being in the 7-7 as bad as we play offensively. Defensively, doing some good things. Got to keep it up. Offensively, we just got to start stepping on the gas, taking advantage of some deep balls. Got to start playing better up front something. So just got to put it together offensively, and defense keep doing what they're doing.
Good luck to you in 2nd half, Coach. Back up to you guys.
update on that. It was at halftime. It's still showing halftime. Those scores brought to you by Chevron Shortstop. Best coffee in town. Go by and see Jessica and Elizabeth every morning. Just across the street from New Albany High School. Whit Robbins has got it teed up at the 40-yard line. Just about ready to get the second half underway. Tied football game, 7-7. Full crowd here at New Albany High School, and a pooch kick is going to be fielded at the. It's going to go out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and we'll see if Ripley makes the Bulldogs kick it over or.
Out of bounds.
They're going to take it right at the 35-yard line. What they're going to do. Coach Stubblefield won't do that. He's going to make you kick it over. And I like that. I like the idea of it. I'll be honest with you.
They're going to make us kick it over. That's what they're
Well, that's exactly what they're going to do. I thought they were going to take it, but no, they've decided they're going to do the same thing we would. We're going to kick it over. Back it up to the 35-yard line as we get ready to get this second half underway. Once again, WNAU 1470 AM, WNAU.com, New Albany Schools on YouTube. We've got you covered for New Albany sports. Robbins comes forward on it. He hits it high. It's going to be fielded at the 32-yard line, straight ahead out to the 38. 5-yard return. Pretty good field position for the Warriors to start this second half.
Yep, they gained about 3 yards on that return. Maybe, well, he's going to spot it, as you said, about the 40, so he's going to gain about 5 yards. And you're right, good field position for Pontotoc to start this second half.
Bulldog defense, pretty good first half of football, Keith, and they've really kept this Warrior offense bottled up. Hopefully they can keep doing the same thing. As Armstrong comes to the line, sends twin receivers left and right. He hands it to his running back, tries to get outside and does, picks up a block across the 45 out to midfield. It's going to be real close to a first down. I think he's got it. They're going to give it, let's see where they're going to mark it. Just enough for a first down right at midfield.
Kurt, they just ran an old school sweep type play that they hooked it in, and we didn't have anybody out there to stop them.
Bulldog going to jump into the neutral zone and give the Warriors 5 yards.
Well, you can't do that for sure. Again, they get big yardage on first down, get the first down, then they come back and give them 5 to start this one. Just can't do that against a good football team.
It's a different running back that played the first half. That's Bradley, number 21 for the Warriors, listed as a wide receiver, but he's going to line up at running back again. And they're going to hand it to him again. He bobbled the football, trying to get outside, turns it up, nowhere to go. Nice job coming up out of the secondary by the Bulldogs, number 12. That's Keener.
Had Keener, Simpson, and Shaw all getting there. As you said, he bobbled the football a little bit, delayed him getting to his point of attack. Good job by the Bulldog defense.
Marking at the 47-yard line. Just underway here to start the second half. Try to draw the Bulldogs off sides. They didn't bite. Now they look to the sideline waiting on instructions from Coach Carter and the offensive staff of the Warriors. Back to passes Armstrong, flares it out to Bradley, tries to get it out. Breaks one tackle on his feet inside the 40, taken down at the 37-yard line. I think that was Barry that time coming out of the backfield. Or Judon, number 3. First and 10 for the Warriors.
Well, they found something that they like. They're attacking our linebackers on the edges there, and that time they just ran a screen and he was able to get big yardage.
Bulldogs go with a 3-down lineman set. Warriors waiting on the play call. Twin receivers wide to the left. Armstrong still unsure about the play. He's back to pass. He's got time. He's looking. Throws it into the middle. Incomplete. Tried to get it to number 20 for the Warriors, but he overshot him a little bit, and he was in some heavy traffic.
He was, again, good job by the Bulldog defensive secondary of being on their man, and good pressure up front by the Bulldogs.
Tucker checks in for the Bulldogs. And the Warriors are slowing it down a little bit this second half. They were going quite a bit faster than this the whole first half. Armstrong shifts Judon to his left side. Back to pass, fires a little bubble screen out, and he is taken down. He is taken down hard, and you do not want to try that on Shaw.
Well, I'm telling you, that time right there, that was too slow developing for Shaw, because he was all over it. I really, when the play was coming this way, I thought, uh-oh, he may have a chance to intercept this. He was coming up so hard. Just a great play that time by Shaw for the Bulldogs.
3rd and 3 for the Warriors. Mark it right at the 40-yard line in Bulldogs territory. Armstrong pump fake. Now he's trying to go deep. He's got a receiver, and he's going to throw it out of bounds. Overshot him. Shaw got tangled up a little bit, but the ball was thrown out of bounds and over too deep anyway. It'll be 4th down, 4th and 12, and the Warriors will check the punt team on.
Good job that time by Caleb. That's what they were doing on. They ran that play out there to him. He made an aggressive play, came up, made the tackle. They did that again, pumped it, and tried to go deep on him, and he didn't bite on it.
DJ will get back along the 10-yard line and waiting to punt. Left-footed punter. He's going to land at the 15-yard line and take a Warrior roll down to the 10 to the 9. So the Bulldogs don't have to work their way out of a little bit backed up field position. We've got a tied football game.
Well, and it's a field position game. When you're 7-7, the Bulldogs, the Warriors started out with much better field position. The Bulldogs are going to have it inside their own 10-yard line at the 9-yard line. We've got 9 minutes, and just right at 9 minutes left in the third quarter. The clock was running the whole time there. I don't really know why that was, but they did finally stop it. Braden comes out. He's got 2 receivers to his left. He's got 2 to his right. Now he's going to move Shaw back into the backfield with him, and I think that may be Simpson in there. Now he's going to move DJ over to the left, so he's got 2 to the left. He's going to hand it off to Shaw up the middle, and just really nothing there at all. I mean, they looked like they were trying to confuse Pontotoc a little bit, and Pontotoc didn't bite on just nothing there at all.
No, Key's line of scrimmage is about all he could get. Just nowhere to run.
Nowhere to go for sure.
Shettles to go back to a one-back set. Twin receivers left, twins right. Looks to the sideline. Trying to determine what this defensive formation of the Warriors is. Now he makes the call. Changes his running back from right to left. Bring DJ in motion. Snap is back. Handoff straight ahead. Nowhere to go once again. Hit it to the line of scrimmage. Before the line of scrimmage, he's going to lose a yard, maybe 2 on it. And it's going to be 3rd down and 12.
Well, just nothing there, man. I'm telling you, Pontotoc is winning at the line of scrimmage. Their defensive front has been winning all night, and they did again there. In a big hole right here, 3rd down and about 12 to go for the Bulldogs.
Shettles and Atkinson talk it over. As the Warriors walk those linebackers up, Shettles rolls left. He's looking. He's got a man overshot Shaw out about the 25-yard line. It'll go incomplete. Bulldogs will check Whit Robinson to punt it away.
Well, he had 2 receivers, and Braden was rolling, right-handed quarterback rolling to his left, and he had 2 receivers out there open, and he went for the deeper receiver and just barely overthrew him and not able to make the catch. And Whit's going to be in his own end zone, punting this football back to the Warriors.
Number 11 for the Warriors to get back. That's going to be Simmons back about the 40-yard line awaiting the punt. Good snap. Robinson's got it. We've got a stoppage of play. And we'll just have to see what it is. David?
Legal procedure on the Bulldog.
Well, that's going to back Whit Robbins up. He was already he's going to get as deep in the end zone as you can get.
Well, he needs a big one right here.
And he's going to have to get it away quick because they're going to mark the football inside the 5-yard line. at about the 3. So he's not going to be able to clown around. He's going to have to really get the football and just kick it the best he can. Good snap. Plenty of time. Now we've got flags all over the place again. David.
Legal procedure on the Bulldog. Wow. The guys on Pontotoc defensive line are kind of jumping at our guys and kind of drawing them for them to move, but they're not saying anything to the Pontotoc defense.
Well, I thought Whit Robbins had he's really got it. They're going to snap it from the 1 yard line. Whit standing as far back as he can. He's going to be doing a good job just to get it away. Good snap, a little bit high, and he does get it away. It's a tumbling punt, and it's going to take a Warrior roll, and the Bulldogs are going to down it. Looks like they're going to mark it at the 15-yard line, so the Warriors couldn't have asked that to turn out any better.
Well, again, you get in there, and when you get back that deep and you're punting, and Whit hadn't been punting this year, and so, I mean, you got a lot of stuff going on there. As you said, snap got to him, and he just didn't have any time. I mean, your normal space that you have on a punt, you don't have. So Pontotoc's got great field position here with 7:32 left in the third quarter.
Yeah, that step and a half you usually take, you can forget that.
Yeah.
Hand off straight ahead, Judon, 3 yards and hit by a host of Bulldogs. Finally stopped at about the 12-yard line. We're going to give him 3 on it. Let's see where they're going to mark it, Keith. Did he get 3? Well, you're going to give him 2. 2nd and 8.
Defense right here has just got to bow their neck and try to stop them from at least, make them attempt a field goal anyway, because this game is just not a lot of offense in it tonight. We don't need to give up 7 right here if we can help it.
Looks like a 2 tight end set or a heavy set type formation. 2 heavy set up back. Hand off to Judon off the right side. Inside the 10 down to the 9-yard line. Gain 3 more. It'll be 3rd down and 4.
Just ran it straight up there, right in the middle between the center and the 2 guards, and got a little push going there. And we're going to get a favorable spot for us. It looks like it's closer to the 10 than the 9, but still, big play right here.
Bradley checks in it, running back a change. Judon checks out. Bulldogs defense talking to each other. Handoff tries to go outside. He's going to lose back to the 19-yard line. The Bulldogs, DJ Robertson and
I think that was Tucker in there with him that time.
Tucker and Gilbert both in there. And I mean, they played it perfect back to the 18-yard line. I'm going to tell you, I did watch this Pontotoc kicker before the game. And this is going to be from the 18, 25. It's going to be a 35-yard field goal attempt, and he can kick it from 35 easy. I mean, the distance isn't an issue if he hits it correctly. Good snap, good hold, good kick. And if it's good, if it's in the middle, and it is, Warriors 10, Bulldogs 7, back in 60 seconds.
Reason number 8 to bank at BNA, the technology you demand. We work hard to bring you the latest in banking technologies that make your life easier. Free ATMs, mobile banking, online bill pay, and more. BNA Bank, the bank for Northeast Mississippi.
Call State Farm agent Wally Morgan at 662-539-7062 today.
What will I find at Van Atkins? Well, diamonds. Lots and lots of diamonds. Jewelry that you will not see in any other place. Our Van Atkins collection is styled from beautiful pieces from the past with a fresh Southern update. I believe you'll find value too. You'll also find people who are a part of this community. If you're celebrating something, we're going to celebrate too. We really hope you'll find Van Atkins special. I'm Chuck Cooper, and I feel privileged to be a part of that.
Shaw back deep, flanked by Atkinson and DJ. It's going to be taken by Atkinson. It's a 5, out to the 10 to the 15. picks up a block, breaks one tackle, still on his feet, spinning out to the 28-yard line. Nice return by Cody Atkinson.
Yeah, good job. Good deep kick there by the Pontotoc kicker. And the Bulldog return man, Cody Atkinson, did a good job of getting it out. And, Kurt, I think we're going to have a heat time out of it.
Well, there'd be a good time to do a trivia question then. I know you got a doozy lined up again tonight.
Well, when I started doing my research for this, I learned a little bit here. So these two teams, this is our longest standing rival for both teams. If you go and look, both of these teams, New Albany is Pontotoc's longest rival and Pontotoc is New Albany's. The series tonight, this is the 94th time these two football programs have played against each other. And what I want to know for the trivia question is, what is the record between the two teams for the first 93 football games? New Albany and Pontotoc, this is the 94th time they've played. What is their record in history against each other in football? And that's for a $20 gift certificate at Tallahatchie Gourmet. What's the number? 3164000?
That's it. Shuttles back to pass, dumps it off in the flats, completes it at 25, across the 35 to the 36. Simpson did a nice job reaching out and catching the football. Picked up 9 yards on it. It's going to be picked up 8 yards on it. It's going to be second down and 2.
Good job by Keelan there. Good. Braden did a good job of leading him, and he did a good job of getting good yardage on first down. Braden's going to take it this time. He's going to fake it, and he's going to run the option himself. He's got to the corner. He's going on the outside there. He stops to cut back in. Braden's able to pick up the first down. Bulldogs are going to have possession first and 10 on their own 40, looks like 43-yard line. Good job that time by Braden at just faking the handoff, getting to the corner and getting the first down. He's going to line up again. He's got 2 receivers to his left. He's got 2 to his right. He's got Simpson on his right shoulder. He's bringing him in motion. Going to hand the ball to Shaw, cutting up back up in the middle. Shaw's going to pick up. Looks like he's going to pick up about 7 yards on first down, Kurt.
And the Tigers from Ripley have gone up 14-7 on North Pontotoc. That's in the third quarter. And they sure did, Keith. It's going to be second down along 4 as the Bulldogs try to hurry it up. Twin receivers, left and right, handoff straight ahead to Simpson. Got a little bit of running room, got a first down across the 45 to the 46-yard line.
Well, good job there by the offensive line up front, moving people out. Something to take note of, Kurt. I noticed a lot of games this year, the Bulldogs' opponents got tired late in the game. Just something to think about.
Shuttles hands it to Simpson again, looks inside, now bounces outside. Shoestring tackle taken down. He had a little bit of running room if he could have got away, but he couldn't.
Well, just a really good play there. I think that was number 15 for Pontotoc, and Simpson just almost got that thing to the outside where I know he would have been able to pick up at least the first down, but give Pontotoc credit, good play.
Simpson out, Cody in, change it, running back for the Bulldogs, flares it out in the flat to Cody Atkinson, led him just a little bit too much, goes incomplete. It'll be third down and 10.
Yeah, Braden just led him just a little bit too much there. Pontotoc was doing a good job of stringing out to cover a little screen pass, but if he wouldn't have thrown it out in front of him, probably would have caught the football and been able to pick up some yardage.
Third down and 10, twin receivers left and right. Football's at the 44-yard line. Atkinson will be your running back. Back to pass to Shuttles. Completes it to Shumpert. Sidesteps a man, breaks a tackle. First and 10. Nice job of getting that first down by Shumpert.
Big play right there. Good job by Braden throwing the football, and good job by Caleb Shumpert. Come back and make the play and make somebody miss.
Man comes in motion. That's Shaw, left to right. Hand off to Cody Atkinson. Hesitates and hits it hard down to the 25-yard line. Give him 6 on it, make it second down and 4.
Well, offense is looking a lot better than they did in the first half, moving the football, running and passing the football.
Second and 3 on the play.
Handoff once again to Atkinson. Looks left, looks right, tries to go straight ahead. Might have got the line of scrimmage out of it, make it third down. We're going to call it third and 3.
Well, just not anything there that time. Pontotoc's defensive front did a good job of clogging things up, and it's going to be 3rd down and about 3 yards to go.
Shettles rolls right. He's looking. Now he goes back to the left, picks up a block. Now he's going to come back to the right again. He's under pressure. He better get rid of it, and he throws it away, and it's a good thing that he did. And we're going to have a 15-yard penalty on the Warriors, I think, for hitting Shettles.
I think that's going to be it. That's exactly what we're going to get.
And it'll be a Bulldog first down. Hey, we've got a winner on the trivia question, Keith.
I didn't want to tell that already. I'm mad at that. I can't believe his computer worked that fast.
Pat Mathis is the winner, and Pat goes by Tallahatchie Gourmet and let them know that you were the winner. They'll have your name there, Keith. We'll be texting it down to them, and you get a $20 gift certificate. What was the answer?
The answer was that the Pontotoc Warriors lead the series 40. They've won 46 games. The Bulldogs have won 43, and there have been 4 ties. And Pat Mathis, I can't believe that rascal did that to me.
First down for the Bulldogs. Hand off to Cody. Nowhere to go. Lost a yard on it.
Just not anything there that time. Again, the defensive front for Pontotoc got pressure, pushed the offensive line back in the backfield, and really not getting it, not going anywhere there. 2nd down and long for the Bulldogs.
Bulldogs have Hicks and Bolin in to help with the blocking. They lead Cody through the hole. He's got some running room, breaks it outside, picks up a block, and he's going to be close to a Bulldog first down, David Good.
Very close. I think they're going to mark him at first down.
1st and 10 at the 3-yard line for the Bulldogs. Shettles hands it to Axon again. He's not going to stop him. Touchdown, Cody Axon and the New Albany Bulldogs. This time the Bulldogs offensive line won the line of scrimmage.
They did, and I want to tell you something. North 22 is I don't know much about running back play, but he can do it all. He runs physical. He knows how to let his blocks develop. I mean, he really and truly is a really good running back, and that time he showed it on those last 2 plays. Good job by the offense.
Whit Robbins will come in for the extra point. Let's keep this record going. Good snap, good hold, and the kick is up. It's high, it's long, and it is right down the middle. And this year, Tallahatchie Gourmet extra point. Bulldogs 14, Pontotoc 10, back in 60 seconds.
It's finally game time. The smell of the fresh cut grass, the sound of the drums as the band gets ready to perform, and of course the roar of the crowd as our hometown New Albany Bulldogs enter the field. Jody Walls and Brady Brock with Gumtree Mortgage here in New Albany remember those days and agree they were some of the best. They also want your mortgage experience to be the best as well. They pride themselves on excellent customer service and establishing a personal connection with their clients. They also have the knowledge and programs to fit your mortgage needs. So whether you're building, buying, or refinancing your current home, they want to help. Call them and set up an appointment today. Jody Walls and Brady Brock with Gumtree Mortgage. Let them help make your dreams come true. Go Dogs!
Call State Farm agent Wally Morgan at 662-539-7062 today.
I said 10 to 10 is 14 to 10 for the Bulldogs, leading this football game with 1:55 seconds remaining in the 3rd quarter as Whit Robbins tees it up. And this time he's going to kick it right down the middle of the field, fielded at the 11-yard line, comes all the way across the field to the 15, trying to pick up a block at the 20, turns it inside, still on his feet at the 35-yard line, taken out of bounds by number 11 for the Bulldogs. That's Cameron. And a pretty nice run back.
Really nice run back. Good kick by Whit. Kicked it nice and deep, and the young man from Pontotoc just did a really good job of returning the football. Got some good blocks, and they're going to have possession of the football at about the 37. And on my trivia question, Pat hurt my feelings. I thought I had a pretty good one that would take a little bit, but Pat, you just need to go. If Terry didn't tell you, you just need to go to Tallahatchie Gourmet I sent Mr. Olson your name, and he'll have you a $20 gift certificate.
Armstrong back to pass, looking, fires it out there. He's got a man open at the 48, taken down at the 50-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Warriors. And that time, number 20 had just got behind the defensive backs of the Bulldogs. Nice pitch and catch by the Warriors.
Yeah, that was just one of those that was a long pass there for Armstrong to throw out there, and the receiver was wide open. He just sat there and waited on it and was able to get the first down with ease.
Marked the football right at midfield. As the Warriors handed it to Judon straight ahead, he got 1 yard out, hit immediately and taken down.
Yeah,
by number 48 of the Bulldog, Gilbert.
Yeah, you had Gilbert in on that play and Keener in on that play for the Bulldogs, and not much happening there. Looks like they're going to give him maybe 2 yards on it.
2nd and 8 for the Bulldogs, lead the football game 14-10. Rolling to his left is Armstrong, under pressure, sidesteps a would-be tackler, but now 3 more would-be tacklers get him and take him down back at the 40-yard line.
Well, good job there by the defensive front wall of getting pressure, but again, I can't say enough how much the defensive secondary is having an effect on that. They're covering their guys. There's just nowhere for Armstrong to go with the pass, and the Bulldogs get in there, get the sack, push Pontotoc back, going to be 3rd down, and looks like about 18 yards to go for him.
Big possession play for the Bulldogs. Right at the 42-yard line. Armstrong looks left, looks right. Now he's back to pass. Plenty of time. He's looking deep, throws it as far as he can. Only person down there is Shaw, and he overshot him. 4th down for the Warriors.
Yeah, good job there, getting pressure, getting to Armstrong for the Bulldog defensive front. And then, like you said, Kurt, I think number 1 for Pontotoc cut the route off, and Shaw was the only one down there, and he overthrew everybody by a lot.
That's exactly what happened, Keith. 4th and 18 for the Warriors at the 42 of DJ Robson to get back deep at the 24-yard line. Snap is good. He got plenty of time. A low tumbling punt. And DJ gets away from it. It's going to roll inside the 15 down to the 10-yard line. And the Bulldogs hemmed up a little bit on offense again to start this series.
Well, that's just a lucky break there for Pontotoc. It was an end-over-end kick, and DJ was really contemplating whether he wanted to try to grab that thing or not. And, you know, when the one's coming like that at you and it's wobbling up and down, you just don't ever know what to do there. But he let it go, and the Bulldogs are going to be in a hole, and that's the end of the 3rd quarter, Kurt. We're going to the 4th quarter with the Bulldogs leading 14-10. You're listening to Bulldog Football.
Insurance agencies and companies may appear to be the same on the surface, but you'll discover a world of difference when you look a little closer. The biggest difference is the people who serve you. At Collins Insurance Agency, we've been through the good times and the not-so-good times too, always serving the people of this area with the very best in insurance coverage from some of the world's finest insurance companies. Collins Insurance Agency in New Albany.
Second and 10 for the Bulldogs at the 10-yard line. Bulldogs have Hicks and Bolden in offensively as extra blockers. Jettles back to pass. He's looking. He's got a man. Shumpert wide open. It's intercepted. A nice job by the defensive back of the Warriors coming back in and going up. But Shumpert was open. Incomplete. 3rd down and 10.
He almost had an interception, and he also almost had Shumpert for a touchdown there. Just a little bit underthrown, and the guy from Pontotoc, I don't think Braden saw him, and he came back over and made a good play.
twin receivers left and right. Football's at the 10-yard line. 14-10 to score. New Albany leads. Shettles back to pass. He's got time this time. He's looking deep, trying to get the football to Shaw. He can't come down with it.
Oh, man, too. That was another one. He had him on a post route, and the defender from the other side, safety, came over, and so he was kind of like he was double covered. And a good pass by Braden. He dropped it in there, just not able to come down with it. Bulldogs, again, are going to be punting from our own end zone, leading the football game 14-10.
Whit Robbins on to punt it away. 11-18 remaining in the football game. Good snap. A tumbling punt is going to take a big hop and not really roll one way or the other, and the Warriors are going to have the football at the 36-yard line. And the Bulldog defensive staff is going to have to call on this defense once again, as the Warriors have excellent field position.
They've won the field position battle all the second half for sure. And our defense has really and truly done a good job. Just need to step up right here one more time.
11:08 remaining in the football game. We've got the Creekmore Landscape postgame show coming up. Immediately following the football game, as Armstrong sets his team, handed to Bradley, trying to get outside, nowhere to go. He's taken down. He's going to lose a yard. Now we got a flag coming in, and we've either got a hold or a face mask, Keith.
I'm not sure what it's.
I don't know which one it's going to be.
I think it's on Pontotoc. Yeah, got a procedure on.
Now, how in the world?
I think it was a little.
And you call an illegal procedure after the play?
Oh, I don't know. That's weird. Is that guy over there called? Wow.
It was an illegal formation. Well, they need to get their signals together too.
Yeah.
It'll be first down. It'll stay first down. It'll be 1st and 15. As Armstrong's back to pass under pressure, hit and he releases the football but stays with it. DJ's right there, takes the receiver out of bounds. It's about a 10-yard gain down to the 30-yard line. Should bring up second and about 5. It's going to be a first down, excuse me.
No, we got our New Albany chain game over. They lost this second down and 4. And
what is it? Well, they were moving about I had it right to start.
You did. That was a good play there. That's all. You got to give him credit. We had pressure on Armstrong, and he got hit right as he let the football go. And number 10 for them was running the out route. He made the catch. As you said, DJ was able to get him out of bounds. But second down and about 4. Big series right here. Times, we still got 10:53 left, but defense needs to step up one more time.
I don't really know what the discussion is. Let's send it down to David.
I think he's trying to say it was a first down, but it was still about 4 or 5 yards short.
Well, I know our chain gang over there wouldn't mess up, so that guy signaled for them to move, but he made a mistake. He shouldn't have signaled them. He got caught up in thinking it was a first down, and it wasn't.
That's exactly what happened, Keith.
Yeah, he signaled the guys to move it.
They started moving, and I thought I had made a mistake, and then they put them back. Of course, the Pontotoc coaches want the first down, but everything is where it should be right now, which is second and 4 yards, second down and 4.
That's exactly right. They got it all settled. Here we go.
10:53 remaining in the football game. Armstrong sets a running back to his right side. He's back to pass. He's under pressure. He's going for the end zone. He's trying to complete it. Overshot him. Pretty well covered down there by the Bulldogs. Would have to have been thrown perfect.
I don't really understand that play by Pontotoc, to be honest with you. It's 2nd and 4, and you're going to try to throw a corner route to But anyway.
Well, I think they felt like they had 2 plays. They're going to go for it if it's a 4th down right here. So they probably felt like they had 2 plays.
1 to waste.
1 to waste and 2 to go for 3rd and 4. So we'll see how it works out for them.
I hope they get a negative play right here.
Bulldogs walk some linebackers up. They're showing pressure coming. Now Armstrong's up under center.
Trying to get us to jump off sides.
Now we've got a timeout. We'll take it with them back in 60 seconds.
Reason number 8 to bank at BNA, the technology you demand. We work hard to bring you the latest in banking technologies that make your life easier. Free ATMs, mobile banking, online bill pay, and more. BNA Bank, the bank for Northeast Mississippi.
Call State Farm agent Wally Morgan at 662-539-7062 today.
What will I find at Van Atkins? Well, diamonds. Lots and lots of diamonds. Jewelry that you will not see in any other place. Our Van Atkins collection is styled from beautiful pieces from the past with a fresh Southern update. I believe you'll find value too. You'll also find people who are a part of this community. If you're celebrating something, we're going to celebrate too. We really hope you'll find Van Atkins special. I'm Chuck Cooper, and I feel privileged to be a part of that.
Pass is set up complete and inside the 25 down to the 21 and a Pontotoc Warriors first down.
Well, just a really good play there by Pontotoc. We had everybody coming. They read it and they had the screen set up and just ran and executed it really well. Able to pick up the first down. They're going to have it 1st and 10 yards to go from our 21-yard line.
Armstrong trying to manage this offense of the Warriors. He shifts his wing back from left to right, hands it to his running back, trying to get outside. He's got to run and he's fumbled the football, and I don't know if anybody, still don't know who's got it. Let's send it down to David. David?
Offensive lineman number 72 picked it up.
And the Warriors actually going to gain a couple of yards on the fumble down to the 16-yard line. 2nd down and 4.
Heard that was that one was out there laying on the ground, and we just weren't able to get to it. The young man from Pontotoc able to get on it.
Bulldogs stay with that 3-down lineman set. They bring a man in motion right to left. They being Pontotoc. Hand it straight ahead. He got chewed on, got 1, maybe 2 yards, but I thought I saw a flag come flying.
You did. Not really sure. Yeah, it's going to be motion on him.
Illegal formation.
I've never seen so many illegal formation calls in the history of a football game.
He told the wide receiver he was too far back.
21-yard line. 2nd down.
And back it up to 2nd down. Man, much better, better situation for the Bulldogs. And once again, they're going to give it to the deep back. And he's got some running room, and he sidesteps the tackler, and he takes it into the end zone. And the Warriors are going to go up and take the lead unless we've got a flag back upfield.
Got laundry, guys.
Yep.
Holding.
And it's a big one.
Well, they ran it was kind of a stretch play. They were running. It's almost Armstrong wasn't able to get to his running back. And that guy is definitely holding right there, number 48 for the Pontotoc Warriors. He grabbed one of our guys and spun him around. No question about it that it was holding on the play.
I'm like you, Keith. I thought the quarterback wasn't going to get to the guy to give him the ball.
Yep, he was struggling to get there. And, number 48 for them, their tight end, was called holding.
Okay, it's going to stay 2nd down. It's going to be 2nd and 16. And the ball's going to be at the 28-yard line. 9 minutes, 11 seconds remaining in the football game, and the Bulldogs nursing a 4-point lead.
Yeah, we need to cut them down here. It's getting late. They're going to have to call another timeout. Wow.
I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to take it with them back in 60 seconds.
It's finally game time. The smell of the fresh cut grass, the sound of the drums as the band gets ready to perform, and of course the roar of the crowd as our hometown New Albany Bulldogs enter the field. Jody Walls and Brady Brock with Gumtree Mortgage here in New Albany remember those days and agree they were some of the best. They also want your mortgage experience to be the best as well. They pride themselves on excellent customer service and establishing a personal connection with their clients. They also have the knowledge and programs to fit your mortgage needs. So whether you're building, buying, or refinancing your current home, they want to help. Call them and set up an appointment today. Jody Walls and Brady Brock with Gumtree Mortgage. Let them help make your dreams come true. Go Dogs!
Call State Farm agent Wally Morgan at 662-539-7062 today.
Second and 16 for the Warriors at the 28-yard line. Bulldogs have a couple of linebackers. They're switching from left to right. Now they walk up. Now they back up a little. Armstrong back to pass. He's trying to get it to the end zone. He's well covered, and it's going to go incomplete. A Bulldog had him step for step down there, stride for stride. I can't see that number, Keith.
I think it may be Cameron, number 11, I think, but I'm not 100% sure about that. It was a good job of covering for sure.
You're right, that is 11, Cameron, and it'll be 3rd and 16. Clay comes into football game defensively. Bolin checks out. Change in the Bulldogs secondary. 3rd down 16 as the Warriors try to decide what play they're going to run. Well, they're taking their time to decide. They're going to send twin receiver to the right. They're going to work a wing back, number 48, off the left side. Armstrong's back to pass. He's looking. He's going to go incomplete at the 16-yard line. And outstanding coverage right there by Clay.
Well, just a super play right there again. The defensive backs tonight for the Bulldogs, in my opinion, have played a really good football game. And that time, as you said, Clay was right there. Going to bring up 4th and 16 for the Warriors.
I guess they're going to have to go for it, Keith. They're probably just out of field goal range. That would be a 45-yard field goal.
I don't know what they're doing. Oh, they got a sideline warning on Pontotoc.
It'll be a 45-yard field goal if they kicked it. I don't know, this young man from Pontotoc might kick one that far, but I think the Warriors are going to go for it. They're down by 4 points, so a field goal really is not going to do them any good at this stage.
I don't know why, if you're Pontotoc, you don't punt the football right here. I mean, you've had some success putting us in a hole here, but if they give us the football, I'm fine with them giving us the football here on our own 35-yard line or 33-yard line.
Well, it looks like it's 4th down and 20.
It's in motion.
Here was. That receiver jumped, and he's going to mark 5 more yards off. Back them up. Like I say, the Bulldogs are taking. I'm like you. I just hope they don't change their mind and decide to punt it.
I hope they don't either, but I guarantee you that's what I would do if I was coaching. And there he comes. He's going to punt it.
Like you say, they've been fairly successful when they've had the Bulldogs deep in their own territory. Jay Robinson will be at the 10-yard line for the Bulldogs. And if he gets away from that one, I think it'll get to the end zone. Oh, no, it's going to go out at the 7. Going to roll out of bounds at the 7-yard line. Pretty nice job of punting by the Warriors. And the Bulldogs offense is going to have to really step it up here and get some first downs.
Well, again, they've got us in a hole. Like you said, we're at the 7-yard line. The offensive line needs to step up right here, get us a first down and see what we can do to move this thing on down the field.
Shumpert to be wide to the left. Shaw, Robinson, and Bolin wide to the right. 8:44 remaining in the football game. Handoff straight ahead to Axon. Gets down behind the shoulder pads out to the 14-yard line, and I mean, he was down digging.
Well, good job there by Cody running the football hard, and a good job by the guys up front. I'll take that every play on this series.
He got 5 on his 2nd and 5, and they're going to try him one more time. Spins away from one man, fights across the 20, up to the 21, 22-yard line, and a Cody Axon first down.
Oh, man, what a run. I mean, there really wasn't anything there, Kurt. He spun out of it and was able to get that first down on his own. Good job. Got out of the hole there. Now just take our time and move this thing as methodically as we can down this football field.
Pontotoc doing everything they can to get that ball out.
Twin receivers left and right. Shuttles brings Shaw in motion. He hands it to him. Cuts it back inside. Spins away after he gets to about the 25. They take him down at the 23, but he got forward progress right at about the 25-yard line.
And an injured Pontotoc player on the field there, Kurt.
Gained 3 yards on it. It's going to be 2nd down and 7 for the Bulldogs. We're going to have a stoppage of play for the injury, and we're going to take a timeout back in 60 seconds.
Insurance agencies and companies may appear to be the same on the surface, but you'll discover a world of difference when you look a little closer. The biggest difference is the people who serve you. At Collins Insurance Agency, we've been through the good times and the not-so-good times too, always serving the people of this area with the very best in insurance coverage from some of the world's finest insurance companies. Collins Insurance Agency in New Albany.
Hands it to Cody Axon, nowhere to go. He's going to lose a couple on it. It'll be 3rd down and 9.
Well, just not anything there. We've had success all year with running Shaw when he comes in motion and handing the ball, and we just hadn't had that success tonight. And we tried that the play before. That time we faked it and tried to catch him off guard up the middle, and they shut it down.
Shumpert wide to the left out here, one-on-one. Atkinson back to pass. Looking, flares it out to Atkinson. Taken down at the 30-yard line. It's going to be a couple yards short of a first down. It's going to be 4th and 2, Keith.
Yep, just do a little screen out there, as you said, to Cody. Led him a little bit, and Cody made a really good play on it. Pontotoc came up, was able to get him on the ground before he was able to get to the first down. And I think probably what was going to happen here is Coach going to try to draw him off sides and then probably call a timeout.
4th and a short 2. He barked out a signal. Nobody jumped. Shuttle's back ready. Barks it again. Nobody jumped. I think Coach Stubblefield's going to run this clock down as far as he can. And then probably going to take a timeout. Let's see.
Yep.
There's a timeout. We're going to take it with them back in 60 seconds. Bulldog.
Reason number 8 to bank at BNA, the technology you demand. We work hard to bring you the latest in banking technologies that make your life easier. Free ATMs, mobile banking, online bill pay, and more. BNA Bank, the bank for Northeast Mississippi.
Call State Farm agent Wally Morgan at 662-539-7062 today.
What will I find at Van Atkins? Well, diamonds, lots and lots of diamonds. Jewelry that you will not see in any other place. Our Van Atkins collection is styled from beautiful pieces from the past with a fresh Southern update. I believe you'll find value too. You'll also find people who are a part of this community. If you're celebrating something, we're going to celebrate too. We really hope you'll find Van Atkins special. I'm Chuck Cooper, and I feel privileged to be a part of that.
I don't know, but it's not like he's doing any great job punting it either, is it? Whit Robbins in to punt the football, 4th down and 1. He's got a good snap. He's got plenty of time. He gets it away. He's going to hit it at the 45-yard line, take a Bulldog roll, and Shaw's going to down it at the 38-yard line. Warriors have 5:55 to work with. They trail this football game 14-10. And they've got the football at the 39-yard line.
I don't need all this stress, Kurt. I would really like for us to have scored, got this thing over with. But again, our defense has played well tonight, and going to have to step up one more time. Looks like we're going to have a timeout, a heat timeout.
Yeah,
with that. You want to take it with them?
No, let's take some scores.
I'll see if I can find
some
scores.
You got some up there.
Upora leads Bruce 44-6. Pottscamp and Myrtle still showing here is 22-21. I think that might not be updated. East Union, I know that one's not up to date. McGee over McLaurin 50-6. Raleigh over Crystal Springs 59-6. Enterprise over Morton 27-0. Amory over Aberdeen 48-14.
Calhoun City and East Webster tied 16-16 in the 3rd quarter.
Charleston leads North Panola 22-20. That's showing 3rd quarter. Kossuth over Boonville 21-14.
And Charleston leads North Panola 30-20. 3rd quarter as Armstrong's ready to play football. He's back to pass. He's under pressure. He rolls left. He's got a man. Shaw turns and knocks it down. And once again, Shaw got up at the highest point and knocked it down. Receiver actually had a step on him, but Shaw played it perfect.
Well, he did have a step on him, and we had one of our guys coming at Armstrong and kind of got grabbed there. It could have been a holding call, not called. And then, as you said, Shaw did a really good job of turning around and finding that football there.
Armstrong looking, fires it, completes it at the 49-yard line. It'll be a 1st down for the Warriors.
Pass complete to Sampson. 1st down, Pontotoc.
It's definitely going to be a 1st down in there. I'm telling you, Armstrong can really throw that football, and he's got some good receivers out there. They run those deep routes, and that time they just ran a deep route, or they were running like it was a deep route, and he cut it back to the stick, got the 1st down. We got 5 minutes and 30 seconds left in the game. Pontotoc has the ball at the 50-yard line, trailing 14-10.
Armstrong moves his wing back from left to right, turns and hands it to his deep running back, turns it upfield, hit at the 49-yard line, gained maybe 1 yard out of it. But we have a flag on the field.
Yeah, I think we got a flag over there. I don't know what he was calling. I thought it was a flag. Maybe it wasn't. Yeah, I see the laundry out there.
And now we got a final score just coming in. Ripley Tigers have defeated North Pontotoc 21-7. And that's next week's opponent for the Bulldogs. And we'll be on the air early, 6:15 with the B&A Bank pregame show, 7 o'clock kickoff.
Yeah, Kurt, they got Pontotoc for a chop block there. It's going to be a big one, too. Going to move them back 15 yards. They'll have it 1st down and 35 yards to go. 25 yards to go, I'm sorry.
1st and 30.
Armstrong sets his formation. Bulldogs loosen the secondary up a little, fake a handoff, try and hit his man deep. Shaw's there. Nice job by Shaw. Don't call us. Well, I'm going to tell you, folks, that's how you play it defensively. And he got thrown a flag for it. That's how you teach it.
That's not.
He came across from behind, got his left hand out front, batted the ball down.
Oh, man, that is just a horrible call. I
Notice that flag came from the Pontotoc side of this field.
Well, it was a horrible call because I just watched it on the playback, and that guy should take his check tonight because that was horrible. Wow.
Armstrong back with the first down and 10. Hands it off to his running back, breaks a tackle, still on his feet, turning. Inside the 45 to the 44-yard line, wound up gaining 6 yards on it. It'd be second down and 4.
Well, just good hard running that time by the Pontotoc running back, and we had him and we were trying to grab the ball, and he just kept fighting. Going to be second down and 4 yards to go.
Warriors spread some receivers out. Armstrong back to pass. He's looking, he's under pressure. He follows the football, and the Bulldogs have got it. The Bulldogs bowling has got it at the 46-yard line. He was under pressure. He tried to pull it down. He got hit, and Bowling got on it.
Great job that time, Kurt. The pressure coming from number 35, Hicks, and Bowling was back there too, and I think it was Hicks. I'm going to watch this on this replay. I think it was Hicks that just drove the running back into him. That's exactly what happened. He knocked the ball out, and Bowling was there to get it. Big play by the Bulldogs.
I'm telling you, you said it right. Hicks played it. That's how you play football.
Yep, that was exactly what he did. He was aggressive going right through that running back. 4:20 left in the football game.
Gentle sets his formation. Now he shifts Hicks and Bowling from right to left. That's a good blocking formation. Hands it to his running back. Looks outside, turns inside. Simpson on his feet at the 30. Down the sideline, inside the 25 to the 24 to the 23-yard line. First and 10, Simpson and the Bulldogs.
You called it right there, Kirk. Coach Stubblefield and them shifted the guys over, had a power set to the left side, and just gave it to Simpson right behind Hicks. And that offensive line, just good blocking up front, good hard running by Simpson.
Bowling wide to the right, Shaw wide to the left. Hicks and Bowling blocking inside the 20 to the 19-yard line. Give him 4 on it. Or give him 3 on it. Make it second down and 7. Shaw stay wide left. Bowling wide to the right. Hicks and Bowling are staying as blocking backs.
Need to work this clock, guys.
That's it, David. That's exactly right, and that's what I think Coach Stubblefield's doing. Still got 25 seconds left on the play clock right now, so I would imagine we're going to let it run down some right here.
That's exactly what they're doing. They're going to stand there and watch it run down. Simpson's going to be the running back for the Bulldogs. Hicks and Bowling in the football game as blocking backs. They'll sit to the right side. Shaw wide to the left. Bowling wide to the right. Hand off to Simpson. Sits outside. He's at the 10. Inside the 10, down to the 5. Simpson. And the Warriors down on the field. And I can understand why, because Simpson got down behind his shoulder pads and he hit him, and he hit him hard.
Man, that was just hard physical running by Simpson that time. And good job there on the right side of the offensive line. We tried to run it up the middle, not anything really developed all night. And that time we kind of went off tackle. Keelan was running really hard, and the young man's still down, and I'm hoping he's okay because it was, as you said, Kirk, very physical hit there.
We're going to take 60 seconds back in.
It's finally game time. The smell of the fresh cut grass, the sound of the drums as the band gets ready to perform, and of course the roar of the crowd as our hometown New Albany Bulldogs enter the field. Jody Walls and Brady Brock with Gumtree Mortgage here in New Albany remember those days and agree they were some of the best. They also want your mortgage experience to be the best as well. They pride themselves on excellent customer service and establishing a personal connection with their clients. They also have the knowledge and programs to fit your mortgage needs. So whether you're building, buying, or refinancing your current home, they want to help. Call them and set up an appointment today. Jody Walls and Brady Brock with Gumtree Mortgage. Let them help make your dreams come true. Go Dogs!
Call State Farm agent Wally Morgan at 662-539-7062 today.
Just take all the time you want, boys.
The Bulldogs will go with a power set. Simpson is a running back. Heath and Bolin is blocking backs. Bolin wide to the right, Shaw wide to the left. Shaw's out here one-on-one. You could probably run a slant-in pattern if you wanted to for a touchdown, but I doubt we want to put the ball in the air right now. The clock runs. 20 seconds remaining on the 25-second clock. Now Shettle sets his formation. Snap is back, hand off to Simpson. Bounces it outside, trying to get to the end zone. It's the one at the 2. Down! Simpson hit at the goal line, puts it across. Touchdown for the Bulldogs.
Kurt, the Bulldogs lined up in that same formation they did a while ago with a power set to the left side and got Keelan to the outside the tackle over there. And once he got to the outside the line of scrimmage there, he just outran everybody and out-physicaled everybody and got in that end zone. And huge points right there for the Bulldogs.
Tallahatchie Gourmet, extra point. Alexander into track, trying to stay perfect on the year. And he does right through the middle. New Albany 21, Pontotoc 10 in 60 seconds.
Insurance agencies and companies may appear to be the same on the surface, but you'll discover a world of difference when you look a little closer. The biggest difference is the people who serve you. At Collins Insurance Agency, we've been through the good times and the not-so-good times, too, always serving the people of this area with the very best in insurance coverage from some of the world's finest insurance companies. Collins Insurance Agency in New Albany.
Okay, Whit Robbins has got it ready keyed up as the Bulldogs have taken a 21-10 lead over the Warriors from Pontotoc. And there comes the kick. It's high. It's going to be fielded at the 20-yard line. Out to the 25 to the 30, up the sideline to the 35. Taken out of bounds at the 45-yard line. So the Warriors have got good field position, but they've got a shortage of time, and they're down by 11.
Well, you just don't ever know in football you can score quick. Bulldog defense has got to stay focused and make plays right here, but you got 2:24 left in the football game, leading by 11 points. You feel good, feel a lot better than you did earlier when it was 14-10. That kickoff is all kickoffs is brought to you by Northeast Mississippi Community College. Visit www.nemccathletics.com for a complete schedule plus up-to-date news on all Northeast athletics.
Creekmore Landscape postgame show coming up for you immediately following the game. We're going to have Coach Stubblefield, a couple of Bulldogs players visit with David Good. As Armstrong's got 5 receivers in the pattern, throws it out in the flats, completes it to Simpson at the 40-yard line, hit from behind, taken down to the 38. 1st and 10 for the Warriors.
Yeah, big play right there for Pontotoc. They're going to get a first down. The clock is stopped right now with, again, 2:16 left in the football game.
Now it's running 2:13, 2:12. Bulldogs are coming with pressure. Armstrong back to pass. He's got a man in the flats, tried to sidestep a Bulldog, taken down. Should have went on out of bounds with it, stopped the clock.
Clock is stopped again while they move the chains, and they're moving it down the field too easy for me, Kurt. It's running again under 2 minutes.
5 receivers in the pattern. Armstrong with an empty back, under pressure, sets up a screen and overshot his receiver.
Well, that time you had Mr. Tucker coming at Armstrong, and I think that was Tucker. I'm pretty sure it is. No, it wasn't either.
That's Gilbert.
That was Gilbert coming in. Gilbert's taller than I thought he was. He came at him and made him throw the ball a little bit higher than he wanted to throw the football, and threw it over the running back's head just a little bit.
2nd and 10. 1 minute and 50 seconds remaining. The Warriors have the football at the 28-yard line in Bulldog territory. Armstrong back to pass. He's under heavy pressure. He steps up. He's hit as he releases the football. Well covered in the end zone was a Warrior receiver, but he was hit as he released it. And now we've got a flag, and I think, I don't know what we've got here, Keith, but let's send it down to David. David?
Unsportsmanlike conduct on the Bulldogs.
I don't know if they just told Keelan Simpson to go to the sideline. I hope to goodness they didn't throw him out of the game. I don't know what the rules are on the
No, he didn't throw him out of the game, but he got into it with the quarterback.
All right. Makes me feel better, Dave.
It's 3rd down. They're going to mark off enough yards to give the Warriors a 1st down. Take it all the way down to the 14-yard line, 1st and 10, with 1 minute and 44 remaining in this football game. The Warriors threatening as the Bulldogs continue to nurse its 11-point lead. And Armstrong's back to pass. He's looking. He fires a bullet in the end zone, and he completes it. Shaw was on the coverage, had pretty good coverage, but the ball was right on the money.
It was a really good route, good pass by Armstrong, and Pontotoc's going to go for 2 right here, Kurt, and try to make this a 3-point football game.
That's exactly what they're going to do, Keith. 21-16 to score, 1 minute and 40 seconds remaining in the football game. They're trying to decide what play they want to run. Everybody in the stadium is on their feet as Armstrong sets his formation. He's looking, he fires it right into the middle, and it's incomplete. Battered down by a Bulldog. So the 2-point conversion fails. The Warriors will have to get the football back, and they'll have to have a touchdown to come from behind and win this football game. We've got 1 minute and 40 left. Let's hold it right here, David. Simpson is still in the football game, correct?
David's down there chatting with some folks. He ain't paying attention. I think
I was signing some autographs. Sorry.
Is Simpson still in the game? I mean, he did not get thrown out of the game, right?
He is in the game. They just pulled him out as far as disciplinary action.
So I think what's going to happen here, Kurt, the all-hands team is going to have to be on the field because they're going to definitely try an onside-er. And if we get possession of this football, I think those timeouts we talked about earlier that Pontotoc wasted could come back to haunt them.
I thought they might keep Zane Chapman on there. You know, he returned to kickoff last week.
Trying to go for a touchdown.
He took off like Gale Sayers. Yeah, that's exactly. We've got everybody from Shumpert to Cody Atkinson, Bolin, Shaw, all of them up front along the line of scrimmage. Bulldogs are going to take it. That's no play. Pontotoc kicked it, but the Bulldogs had called timeout. We're going to take a timeout with them back with the Creekmore Landscape postgame show as soon as we finish up the game.
Reason number 8 to bank at BNA, the technology you demand. We work hard to bring you the latest in banking technologies that make your life easier. Free ATMs, mobile banking, online bill pay, and more. BNA Bank, the bank for Northeast Mississippi.
Call State Farm agent Wally Morgan at 662-539-7062 today.
What will I find at Van Atkins? Well, diamonds, lots and lots of diamonds. Jewelry that you will not see in any other place. Our Van Atkins collection is styled from beautiful pieces from the past with a fresh Southern update. I believe you'll find value too. You'll also find people who are a part of this community. If you're celebrating something, we're going to celebrate too. We really hope you'll find Van Atkins special. I'm Chuck Cooper, and I feel privileged to be a part of that.
Somebody texted me and said they ejected him.
Oh, really?
I don't know who that is. All right, we're back. Bulldogs are going to recover the onside kick. Pontotoc did attempt an onside kick, and Shaw for the Bulldogs, number 14, able to come down with it. I'm not sure about the timeout situation, Kurt, but I know that Pontotoc wasted 2 of them. Bulldogs can just run this clock out and get a victory and leave here. I'll be happy.
Well, that would be ideal to just let Shettles take the snap and take a knee. Shaw wide to the left. Cody Atkinson, your running back. They hand it to him. He goes off the right side, just get on the ground. They're actually trying to hold him up to take the ball away, but it's not going to work. They blow it dead just across midfield, 49-yard line, and the clock runs.
Pontotoc called their last timeout.
Pontotoc has taken their last timeout. We're going to hold it right here. We've got a 21-16 lead. We're going to communicate with Terry back at the station. Terry, you got any updates on the Myrtle game or the East Union game? Okie doke, that's Terry Cook back at the station as always with us. David Good working the sideline. Keith Conley, I'm Kurt Saul. Chris Russell with us tonight as always. Always here supporting and bringing New Albany football to you as Shettles brings his team up. 1 minute and 20 seconds remaining in this football game. He takes the snap, he does hand it to Axon, and he falls forward. And let the clock run it. I don't know about you, Keith. I'd just as soon see a Shettles take a knee.
Well, I don't know. Evidently, they don't have a timeout, or they would have called one. So I'm like you. I'm okay with that too. Somebody has texted me and said that they did throw him out of that football game. I would be really interested to get an answer to that. Because,
Simpson?
Yeah. If that would be.
I saw the ref points at the sideline, but normally in that case there would have been a flag thrown, and there wasn't a flag, was there?
Yeah, I think they did.
Yes, there was.
Hand off to Axon, straight ahead. And the refs are doing a good job right now because the Warriors, what they're doing is really intelligent. They're actually.
Well, that's going to be the ball game.
They're holding Axon, but they're not letting him go. They're holding him up, trying to take the ball away. But the Bulldogs are going to win this football game. It's 15 seconds remaining, and it's going to be a 21-16 victory, first division win of the year for the Bulldogs, and the New Albany Bulldogs are going to go 5-1 on this football season. And I tell you what, you couldn't ask for more for these Bulldogs, David.
I agree 100%. Definitely different from last year's start, so I know the coach will be happy about this game.
Well, Kurt, we played. Coach Stubblefield said it at halftime. We weren't playing our best, and I guess at the end of the day, if you don't play your best and you can beat somebody like Pontotoc, it's going to be. It's got to be a confidence builder for this football team. I thought we came back in the second half and played much more intense, much more physical. Pontotoc I think Pontotoc's a good football team up front. I really do. I think they got a good quarterback, and it's a great victory for us. Start the division out 1-0 and get ready for another huge game next week.
No question about it, Keith, and we talked about it before the game actually started. It's impossible to get emotionally high to play every game. And at some point in time, you've got to go out there and be the better football team of the two. And I think that's really what happened tonight. When the chips were down, the Bulldogs buckled up and were the better football team.
I agree with that, and I'm just glad we won it. My teams, normally it doesn't matter if they're high school, college, it always seems like when it gets down to that where it makes me so nervous, it's 14-10 in this one, and I was like, please don't let this happen, and we took control and got that 21st point, and just really and truly happy for the young men and the coaching staff to get this victory and move on to the next division game.
Creekmore Postgame, Creekmore Landscape Postgame Show, back in 2 minutes, and we'll be trying to catch Coach Cody Stubblefield. All right, we're back at New Albany High School. David Good has got a couple of Bulldogs down with him. David, take it away.
Got a senior kicker with me here. Whit. Got called on to do a little punting duty tonight.
Yes, sir. During practice this week, Max Sheffield had hurt his back, and so they had called me up to punt, and they saw that I was good enough, so they threw me in there and see what I could do.
Well, it's nothing like getting the punt out of your own end zone 2 or 3 times during the game, huh?
Oh yeah, it's real exhilarating when you're back there and you're scared half to death. But we recovered really well off that one punt, and I'm proud of our defense how they stepped up on that. So
you perfect on the year on some extra points and field goals. We're proud of both you and Grayson. What's it like to be coming out here the senior year and giving the team like you know?
Well, coming out here my senior year, it was a real big change. Coming from different sports and whatever else I was doing. But Grayson Alexander, he is fantastic. Even as an 8th grader, he's making 40-yard field goals. And that's that's unheard of. You don't really hear about that. So me and him as a duo this year, it's been nice having somebody else out there kicking with me, and I hope we can stay perfect on the rest of the year. So
Congratulations on the victory tonight. First division win. We'll talk to you later, man. Come on, Mr. Harris. I got Mr. Matt Harris. Struggled a little bit in the first half, keeping those big Pontotoc linemen out of there.
Yes, sir. They were big, they were physical, but we were better. We knew we were better, and we cleaned it up second half, and we showed we were better.
Senior year, first division victory, kind of step ahead of where we were this time last year.
Yes, sir. No kidding. We've been saying it all year. This isn't the same team. We aren't the same team we were last year, and we're not going to play the same we did last year, and we're not going to have the same result we had last year.
Congratulations on the victory, man.
Yes,
Good luck next week. Yes, sir. All right, Mr. Cody Atkinson, our senior running back. We had a couple of Cody drives this tonight, man. Tell us about some of the holes you had in there, or the holes you made anyway.
I just got to thank my line every single game for blocking great and making good holes for me and just allowing me to run the way that I'm able to.
Well, last week got a helmet to the knee, not able to play last week. I know you're a little frustrated on the sideline, but good game tonight, coming back after that. Tell us about how you rehab this week.
It was good. The coaches were very understanding about me rehabbing and trying to get back better to play this game. So I'm just really glad that I was able to play and help out my team this week.
Congratulations on the victory, man. We'll see you next week. Yes, Ripley. All right.
Understanding the man's kind of play. That's the bottom line. Does a great job.
All right, I got to have you, Coach Cody Stubblefield. Coach, we talked a little bit earlier today how this is kind of like the Egg Bowl, and we picked one up on them tonight, didn't we?
Yeah, you know, we evened it up a little bit. Huge win for us. It's a good football team regardless of our record. Gave us a lot of trouble. Defensively played really, really well at times, even after we put ourselves in a bind, played well. Had some, mistakes there, whether it's jumping off sides or getting a little too emotional, and we got to clean up that, would have helped us not let it be so close. But defensively played really well, and then offensively, when we had to, we found a way to make it happen.
Great second half for you Bulldogs. Made some good adjustments at the half.
Yeah, we got in a heavy set and ran it, and we got a little short yardage, our short field position. They were able to stick it in. Cody Atkins ran the ball extremely hard, extremely well. We know what he can do, know what he brings to the table. He's a huge part of what we're success. The offensive line bear down. But again, another 2 weeks in a row, we found a way to win the football game.
Kind of thunder and lightning with Keelan in there. He was able to pull that go-ahead touchdown there late in the ball game.
Yeah, they're two really good backs. I told them, we're not playing our best football right now. And, it would be scary when we start doing that because we got to put it all together. But Keelan, Cody, there's a lot of guys who can really make some plays, make us look good.
Coach, you 1-0 in the district. How's it feel?
It feels great. We got to stay that way. Stay undefeated, stay in first place.
All right, congratulations. We'll talk to you later. Back to you guys.